Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Byrd is the Word podcast. I am your host, Boden Byrd. I am here with a dear friend of mine, KJ Weaver.
It's your boy.
Give it up for him. We are both stand-up comedians in the Indianapolis area, but this man, he's so much more. He likes sketch comedy. He does impressions. He does characters. He gets bad bitches. He has the world record for the most amount of prostitutes married in 1 year. Some would say it's polygamy, but hey, it is what it is. We're going to be having a great time tonight. We're going to be talking about mutual interests and then, just having a fun time. But before that, I would like you guys to like and subscribe and comment and do all those things before we've even earned it. Just do all those sweet things before we've even earned it. Get it out of the way, you don't need to think about that.
Repost, quote, tweet.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking screenshot it.
Tell it to people at work. Let them know this is the thing that you like doing with your spare time. Just watching this pudgy bastard.
Bookmark the link if you're in the freaking Safari browser.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But we're going to have a fun time. We're going to get into it. Let's go.
I feel like I do it way better in a chair, but I did it standing, and I kind of...
So, are you Team Timmy or Team Crocker?
Team...
Crocker was not wrong about mush. Okay, here's my thing about...
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's not until today. It is a thing today, and I didn't have this opinion until 2 seconds ago, but thinking about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was the episode that Timmy reveals that... he knows that if he gets older, he can't have fairly godparents, so he just keeps wishing to stay the same age, effectively making the entire world stuck in time. So, I'm not gonna lie, Crocker was... If he had won, everyone could grow old again, is what I'm saying.
It's like... Oh, crap.
Timmy is blatantly irresponsible with fairly godparents, okay?
That's what I'm going to say. Timmy is a piece of crap, and he's not that he's spoiled, but he does abuse the parents, and he gets what he wants.
He's not spoiled.
He's not spoiled. Not by his parents, but by his... That's what I'm thinking.
By the cosmic power to have anything he wants.
Yeah, so he's like the entire series just doing what he wants. He's kind of a piece of crap.
Mm-hmm.
But Denzel Crocker... Denzel!
Is that actually his first name?
Yeah, Denzel Crocker. Yeah, he lives with his mom, and his mom's always, Denzel! But, yeah. I'm
not going to lie, I don't think I've heard of a single other person named Denzel except Denzel Washington. That is so strange.
You're going to do a side-by-side comparison of my impression and the mom from the show. But, yeah, his mom, he's got a loving mom, and he does what he can to keep her happy. But I might be leaning Team Crocker on there. Mm-hmm. Yes! I got to go Team Crocker.
Dude,
he's getting pretty arrogant.
So fucked up. Timmy is terrible. I don't even believe his parents were evil to him. We're just watching his world, right? Mm-hmm. For all we know, Timmy had a pretty good fucking life and then got basically the power to do whatever the fuck he wanted. Not himself. I guess the godparents have some sort of agency, but... I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna believe a cartoon about a kid who can do anything he wants being like, I'm the victim here.
Yeah.
They all hated me so much.
I guess,
I'm like, if they were really that abusive and neglectful, I feel like it would have been a horror story. He would have been like Home Aloneing himself. No more parents, right? Uh-huh. But he doesn't. He's like, I love you guys. You're great. You can stick around. Like... Harry Potter, as soon as he got powers and he could go anywhere he wanted, he got the fuck away from them. Yeah. Timmy's just like...
like, Crocker just sees something wrong and he wants to point it out, and he is kind of obsessive over it, but, he sees something... if you see something, say something, that's kind of Crocker's whole deal.
You think Crocker is autistic, though, about fairly godparents?
Maybe
he builds whole ass machines and shit, dude. He's obsessed. It is like his special.
Neurodivergent, maybe.
He literally does. His nervous system is out of whack. Yeah. He's quite literally wired wrong. Also, he's a very vindictive teacher. I've had some shitty teachers, but every time you have a shitty teacher, you're like, they're not right in the head.
Yeah.
We once had a teacher who it was one of those teachers that like the kids fuck with them so much and then they blow up and then it's like on the news and shit.
Yeah.
She went and just
his
screamed.
ear is on his neck. He's kind of deformed in some. He's got some. He ain't all there. He's got a syndrome. I don't know.
Yeah. And honestly, if I kept seeing fucking. I mean, maybe the show's actually just from Crocker's perspective, and he's a schizophrenic.
Maybe, yeah.
He's just like, this kid I specifically hate the most fucking has fairies, dude.
Timmy's dad, he's wear the same exact suit as Crocker. He wears the white shirt, black tie, black pants.
You're just talking about people with real jobs.
Yeah.
Wait a moment. Yeah. They both have white shirts and ties.
He's a pencil pusher. What's Timmy's dad doing with those pencils? Writing Fs? I don't know. But he stamps the F. No, but I don't know.
That cartoon died, unfortunately, when they brought in
the baby. Poof.
No, I was for the Poof years.
Get Poof out of here.
To be fair, Poof showed up when I was really young still, because I'm still quite a few years younger than you. So, like, I have years that Poof was fine. It died when they made him split the godparents with that one girl, and then he also got, like, a Fairly Odd Parent dog.
Oh, shoot.
So it became like this whole group dynamic. I'm like,
yeah, they killed it.
They made him share the godparents with the little girl, and I'm like, I can see how you made that pitch, but everyone fucking hated it. I'm like,
did he age at all?
I don't think he has. I don't watch
Should have done that like a Rugrats grown up.
I think I can afford Nickelodeon, my man. I can't even. I don't got any channels. What are you talking about?
High school Timmy or like a pubescent Timmy?
I think, I don't know. I think that's Drake Bell.
Yeah, he did the live action thing.
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend showed me that shit, and I'm like, I wish you hadn't, honestly. She's like, no, watch it with me. I'm like...
I watched that.
It's never good for a franchise when you're like, oh yes, this child, let's make them a teen, let's make them almost an adult.
Because do adults have fairies? Was there? I can't remember the whole plot, but was there a certain age where he doesn't get his fairies?
I think it's like something young, like 13 or something. Like it's like because it was supposed to be like Timmy only had a few years.
And there's that theory that Veronica or whoever the Trixie's friend was her fairy because of the pupil thing. Like only the characters have like no pupil. Fairies have.
Oh, there was also a theory like. What was it? Well, Cosmo... I don't remember. It was something about, like, how Wanda was, like, attracted to that one really handsome fairy.
Wandissimo.
Yeah, but since Cosmo's the one who got pregnant... I can't remember the theory, but it was, like, the implication is that Cosmo was fucking him the whole time. I'm like, that's the only thing that makes sense. I know they're Fairly Odd Parents, but Jesus, like...
I don't know, maybe Jordan's really railing into them.
Remember when you could, like, make a male character pregnant as a joke without it, like, upsetting the right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, they'd be like, what are they teaching our children?
Well, like I said, back then, you probably get a letter written. You don't get the full lambasting like you get now. You got comment sections, and everybody's got a podcast, and they can talk about it. No.
Yeah, people need to stop making podcasts. Every stupid person with an opinion has a podcast. I'm getting so fucking tired of it.
There probably were conservative or this fairy show.
Yeah.
Blocked. We're a Cartoon Network family now.
Mm-hmm.
Or switching to Nicktoons Network, and then the show comes over there.
Yeah, now I'm trying to think of what Cartoon Network cartoons would have gotten you in trouble with your conservative parents in back in the day. Dexter's Laboratory. Science? Creationism's the way.
Oh, yeah. We're a Christian household. We don't believe in all that science mumbo jumbo. We got a whole laboratory in his closet.
And
then he's like...
Cat Dog would have pissed some people off.
Okay, yeah.
That's back to Nickelodeon, but yeah.
That ain't none of God's creation right there.
I loved Cat Dog. Cat Dog was my shit. Rocko's Modern Life was the shit.
Yeah. Okay.
I like those ones.
You're...
I did not grow up on them. Somewhere in like my early teens, I got Nickelodeon and they had reruns on it. I just watched it all. Loved it to death.
Nickelodeon has some tough stuff. Like I don't know. I feel like Cartoon Network's like the bigger name, like the Premier Network, but Nicktoons, the work speaks for itself.
I feel like I lucked out just because of my specific age. Like, I got to see a lot of that stuff growing up. Like, Rugrats was my shit as a child. I saw a lot of Rugrats and stuff. Yeah. But, I got a lot of that, but then I got all, like, the 2000s and early 2010s good cartoons, and then somewhere in the mid-2010s, fucking cartoons and kid shows in general just became trash.
You get Sanjay and Craig and, like, the twerking the birds.
It's...
I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just not my bag, honestly, the new stuff. It's just... It's like, what random objects can talk to each other for 15 minutes... for 100 episodes. And I'm like, that's the concept for all of them, though. That's like the regular show, but then there's the one where it's like a fucking talking apple and a bunch of other shit.
The annoying orange, yeah?
No.
Oh, talking apple. Oh, the one was like a celery stick in the apple? Or
yeah.
They have like the British accents? Or
yeah, now you're making me think of Apple Jacks. I mean, no. That's cinnamon and apple.
Now, that we needed a show for that, and they did it, too late.
Have you seen the redesign of the characters?
What they're looking like?
It's bad. It's so generic and just bad, and I'm like, they were like, this character can't be Rastafarian anymore, and I'm like, I don't think...
That's what they said?
They made they took away just like anything that I think made him seem Rastafarian, and I'm just like, I don't think anyone's complaining. I don't think enough people really pay attention that much to cereal.
He sat in the milk long enough that his flavor, cinnamon, rubbed off. So...
Dude, that is a great analogy for what white America is doing to the black community right now.
That's what I'm here for.
Exactly. That's specifically why I had you on this podcast, so you can make comments on these very important topics.
My whole agenda, they're whitewashing all of our
cereal people.
Our cereal icons that we grew up with, and who are the young people supposed to look up to anymore? This
is actually fun. What race do you think the different cereal people are? I mean, Captain Crunch is white, obviously.
White?
Surprisingly, Lucky the Leprechaun, black. Bet you didn't know that.
I believe everything you see on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, the Captain Crunch,
he's a ginger, so.
Captain Crunch, he has got a alliteration name, 2 C's, like Christopher Columbus. He could be a little Spanish descent, but
it's hard to tell. He's got that white hair. It's hard to tell. It's very hard to tell ethnic features through cartoon characters.
So if I had to guess,
but like the cuckoo bird, you got the
Sonny,
wolf.
the cuckoo, Cocoa Puffs bird.
Get the cookie wolf guy. I don't remember his name.
Cookie Crisp. I don't know.
Toucan Sam, probably Brazilian.
Probably, yeah.
Oh well, no, he's like they always pinned him as some sort of like explorer. So I guess he's probably British.
Oh yeah.
His name's
Toucan. Wherever it goes.
Oh yeah, he is British, isn't it?
Nigel Thornberry. Follow your nose. God, now I gotta really think about it. Okay, I'll say like Diggum, the frog from like the Honey Smacks or whatever. I think he's probably black. He'd be putting that shit on.
Not gonna lie, yeah. Probably.
There's like the bear who has like the same cereal, like the.
Yeah.
Golden, I think he's black.
Honey Crisp, or what is that?
Honey Crisp,
something like that. Honey Smacks, yeah.
Let me see. Throw out another one. Count Chocula. Might be black. No, Blueberry. You ever see like those seasonal ones? Count Chocula, Blueberry.
I'm sussing the ghost costume. Not gonna lie. Something about the sheets.
The bunny from the ghost. No, the bunny from the Tricks are for kids.
Tricks, yeah.
Now, I don't know. He might be black. He's very athletic and very crafty. Yeah.
I like how you're like none of them could be Hispanic.
No.
None of them could be Chinese.
That's not how they breakfast.
It would be like.
Tony the Tiger is from Asia.
No, I'm not gonna lie. He gives real BBC energy. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying. It's hard because I've had this conversation before, and out of like all the cereal mascots, for some reason, Tony the Tiger is the most fuckable.
Let's see your search history.
No, it's not me. I'm like, why is everyone blue-balling Captain Crunch here? The man's a fucking naval officer. Mm-hmm. Give our vets some respect, He's a human being, but women are like, Tony the Tiger fucks. And I believe it. I think they did a sketch. I don't remember who it was who did the sketch, but they did a sketch where like Tony the Tiger was like fucking the soccer moms.
Captain Crunch has a peg leg. It's his third leg.
It's his third leg.
Yeah, he's got a prosthetic there. He lost.
This isn't the only pegging.
It went crunch. Now Snap, Crackle, and Pop. What are they, like Norwegian? How are they?
Probably Germanic, I'd say.
Okay.
Because, yeah, probably Germanic. Why can't we have any good black cereal characters? Like, why not?
I mean, they took away Cream of Wheat. I don't know. It was like.
You think it would sell though? I don't think it would. I think this country is unfortunately fucked up. I don't think it would. I think it'd become the most divisive thing for some reason, and then they'd just be like, never mind.
LeBron should make one and have like the puppet LeBron on there, and
now if LeBron made a cereal, it would sell out completely.
Yeah.
First day, sell out completely.
LBJs, I don't know.
Samuel L. Jackson themed cereal is what I want.
Okay.
Just a bunch of
mofos.
Just like it just could be like little purple lightsabers, just in there. That's all I want.
Motherfuckers, you know.
I think the biggest sin is that he didn't get to say motherfucker in Star Wars because he could have been the only person to say it in Star Wars.
Maybe he did and they cut it out or something.
Oh, I'm sure it's on film somewhere.
Yeah.
The guy brings him a cup of coffee before they start to film and he's like, this is fucking hot, dude.
It would have been like, James Earl Jones should have, he's Vader. We're having a moment here. James Earl Jones, Darth Vader, I am your father. And he's like, you're a motherfucker.
No, but in Marvel, they tried to give it... they didn't give it to him exactly, but have you seen the post-credit scene?
What would they do?
In Infinity War,
yeah.
After the snap and everyone's disappearing, the post-credit scene, he's like... he steps out of the car, everyone's disappearing, and then he's like, mother... And then he disappears in ash. I was like... At least it was something. At least it was something. The man has a hold on that word. Yeah. About as much as his friend Quinn has a different word.
It is a different word. Yeah.
I swear. Quinn.
It's girl. Home girl. That's it. You watch his interviews? You like the way that Quentin Tarantino talks? In his code switching?
Quentin Tarantino.
So listen to this thing.
Quentin Tarantino is a whole thing with me because, like, I get it. I feel like me and him have a lot of the same personality traits. But I'm just like, just stop. He literally said, like, someone was like, why do you say that? And he's like, because it's my word. I'm like, no, it's not.
It's my word.
It's not your...
You feel me?
I don't think it's really anyone's word, but it's not your word, dude.
Nah.
I don't think you can own a word.
I mean, that's a conversation that, how many great movie scripts that, like, black people like, shut the hell up. No. How many great movie scripts and shows that we actually watched but were written by white people putting it in the script? Like, because everybody, some people are overly, I don't know, some people overly hate white people and, like, really don't like when they use that word. But I'm like, how many, your favorite things was written
I think as far as acting goes, there's a place to say it, but I don't think Quentin I don't think I think he likes it too much to be the fair person to say when that is. But, like, the conversation specifically got brought up around Django Unchained with Leonardo DiCaprio's performance because it was very strong. Mm-hmm. And it was just, like, the whole community around Hollywood being like, yes, this is, like, an appropriate time to do that because you're reflecting historically how people acted. But then Quentin's just like, I really want to fucking say it, dude.
You see one on a horse, then, like, you
I swear, his perfect day is, like, licking some woman's foot while saying the N-word, snorting coke in his personal theater. Like, that is his day. Like, he's probably doing that right now, honestly. It's 1:27 on a Friday. He's getting ready, okay? He's like, before I go out to eat tonight, I gotta get them toes sucked, and I gotta say the N-word, like, 67 times.
Yeah, that's,
He's autistic, actually. his hyperfixation is just the N-word. That's it.
Probably.
I don't know.
Yeah. But then there's like, I don't know. You said Louis C.K. He dropped it and be like in front of Chris Rock, but he also he wrote Pootie Tang. He helped,
That's
do
true.
a lot of cool stuff. Yeah.
That's true. Well, have you seen that sketch where like it's like press the button and they're like don't press it just because the button says to press it, and he presses it, and it just says the N-word really loudly. Everyone in the room thinks he said it, so he presses the button again, and it just says some dumb shit like each time, or it just makes a little fucking goofy noise, and he's like, I swear it was the button that said it. I'm gonna have to show you this. It's so beautiful.
Okay.
But it was like, I think that he hired Jay Ogerson to say it, and I'm like, I see why, because if you watch the sketch, you'll be like, it does sound aggressively racist, which is what they were going for. Mm-hmm. But I'm also like, why, bro? Why? Could have hired anyone to do that, fam. Why? Big J, he'll do anything, dude. Big J's a wild guy.
Oh, man. Have you met him?
No.
Yeah.
No. I've met people who have met him.
Yeah, for sure.
Rory's been around him a little bit.
For sure. Yeah. Well, see, like, we could go back to the embarrassing story. Like, one of my cringe moments, that I had, a cringe moment, because, like, so I'm still, like, new and excited about stand-up, so I actually do meet and greets. So, like, I go to, like, the big club downtown, I go to, and meet and greets are cool. Like, in 2025, in January, actually, I had both my best meet and greet experience and my worst meet and greet experience. Wow. Come up a little more. All right.
Try to be subtle.
Okay. Now, so...
You didn't
just
meet great.
Clip that, but I'm gonna restart the story. But like in 2025, back in January, I had both my best meet and greet experience and my worst one. And the worst one was at the Helium, and I seen someone, and I took the opportunity to go and do it because I was like, oh, this person's an impressionist. I'm an impressionist. Why don't I go show him one of the voices that we both do? If I could just have some of your time. And then I started going into the Whopper rap. I started doing that, and it felt like a moment. Like it got quiet, and like the bar staff, like a handful of people that work at Helium. And
wait,
then, like,
did you do the whole song?
I got like it's like a 20-second thing or like 45-second setup and rap. I got to like 12, maybe 18 seconds into it. He said, your tone's way off, and walked away from me. And I mean, that might be my embarrassing moment recently.
I could see why that's... Okay, but for context, I mean, to be fair, that is a great bit, and I call it a crowd pleaser because when you do it, it gets the room loves it. Yeah. But I could see how going up to a working comic and trying to do that bit, that could be a little like... Your tone was on... Who said that?
40,
who was the
30
comic?
Years. He does Jay-Z on stage. He raps. He does... he does a lot of voices. He's the LL Cool J. He does the Snoop Dogg. He does...
Yeah, but who is the comic? We can edit it out if you don't want to say
it. It's Aries Spears.
Oh, really?
World's most bitter guy. No.
Is he? I mean, I don't know a lot about him, but I could see that for sure.
Mad TV Man did the...
But did you say that was your worst?
That was probably like my worst meet and greet. It didn't go how I wanted that to go. My best was also in January. With Jordan Rock came through. He's the youngest brother of Chris Rock. Tony
It's crazy. My bet, or maybe not my best meet and greet, but I met Jordan Jensen that same month.
Oh shit!
Literally two different Jordans, but same month. I just got that ticket. She signed it, and my biggest pet peeve about comics when they get famous,
what?
They fucking have a bullshit signature. They just scribble a fucking line, and I get it because on one hand it's like you got to do a lot of them in a day, and also you don't want your shit being sold and like on sites and shit just because somebody got a signed thing from you. But also I'm like that. If in 40 years when I'm senile, cat. They're usually so nice when I have guests. I think they're getting too comfortable with people being over. But, I know in 40 years when I go, like, fucking brain dead senile and I go to look at this ticket to remember this great time, I'm going to be like, who the fuck did I go see? And then I'm going to be like, oh, it says Jordan Jensen on the ticket.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But the signature, I'm just like, it could be anybody. There's not even a J, dude. There's not an O. Right. It's just up, down, up, down, up. I'm like, that's 3 M's. That's not a signature.
Wrote her bra size?
Basically.
3 M.
I'm also like, I think you're lying to me. But I loved her set. It was such a great night. It's the only time I've seen, like, a big comedian at Helium.
Okay. When you say big comedian and set, are you talking about her boobs again, right? Okay. Yeah.
No, I do. I love Jordan Jensen. Her humor is so just like right up my alley because it's obscene, it's fucked up, it's mental, and it's just chaotic.
I've seen her name. I've seen her being ranked.
I'm going to do a master cut at the end of this of all the times we have to pick up my cats and throw them away. It's unfortunate. But she did, like, her whole set was basically what she did in her Netflix special, like, a month ago or whatever that just came out.
So you got to see the early
Yes.
work? Okay.
Not even early. It'd been worked out by that point.
Yeah.
But it was kind of cool to see, like, just see, like, I got to see it before and then see it on screen.
No, that stuff is cool. Last year, let's say, was it like October? I went to the Yellowstone Firehouse in Ohio, and I got to watch Dave Chappelle. Damn. And they lock up your phones and everything when you go to see Dave Chappelle. But the material he did there, some of that he took it onto SNL when he hosted and put it in his monologue. So I was like, I got to see him work on some of this stuff. And yeah, I was like, he polished it.
That's good.
Got, you know,
I dipped out of the Dave Chappelle fandom, and then I'm kind of getting my way back up. He kind of lost me when he had like 2 specials where like half of it was just, this is why trans people don't like me. And I'm like, that's cool, but I think there was one special, I don't remember which one of his specials, but there was one where he was like, I'm not going to talk about it, and then it was 40 minutes, the rest of the special, and I was like, damn, bro.
He did talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it, and he does.
I'm like, that's your whole special. Jesus Christ, bro.
I'm not talking about it, I'm talking around it.
I know, there are so many comics.
Through it.
There are comics like in this scene, but also just like famous comics where they'll be like, I'm not going to talk about this, and I'm like, I know the rest of the set is just going to be the worst thing ever, like, just because it's just going to be like making a point, you know? But he is such a great comic.
Yeah. Such
a great comic. Like the Dave Chappelle show especially, love that. How many specials has he done now? It's got to be like, Netflix alone, it's got to be like 4 or 5 of them, right?
I think so. Yeah. Maybe 4.
Because I can't even remember the names at this point. But
he's like involved with the Norm Macdonald one. After he passed, he was like on the panel.
He's such a prolific thing, and I'm glad that he's kind of just like, I mean, he's been back to doing regular material, but I got dipped out for so long that I just assumed that he never got off of it, and now I'm like, oh, glad to see he can focus on other shit.
Yeah, it's definitely good. When he talks about life in Ohio, that's working for him.
Oh, yeah. Also, and I should point out, I don't even think his trans material is not funny. I think it's quite hilarious, and he is a pretty respectful dude. I'm just saying, it's just like, I'd just rather hear him talk about other things, honestly.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, my biggest critique of, like, current comics who want to talk about politics. It's like, I'd much rather you just talk about something else. Just in general, it's like, maybe it's because I like to, it's like escapism or whatever, but it's like, I just don't want to hear you talk about it.
Yeah, performance should be escapism. We don't throw the thing that we all go through in our face already. But I mean, you can do both. I think there's a million ways to make it work.
I do like political humor. I watched The Daily Show. It's like, I fucking watch a new episode as soon as it comes out. Like, I like that kind of humor. It's just like not from every comedian. I think some comedians I go for different energy, and Dave Chappelle, I'm like, I don't want to hear about politics from Dave Chappelle. I want to hear about, I want to hear him say something really fucked up shit, but I don't want it to be about people in general. Like, people aren't really doing anything.
Some people are killing it, man. Some of my favorite or my earliest influences were just I watched late night more than I watched stand up. So a lot of talk show hosts, they just talk about the world. So like those were my first favorite comedians. I was watching like Craig Ferguson and Conan O'Brien, and they were very silly. But then there was like Dennis Miller and then like Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert. And then they were like, oh man, you can make the news cycle and the things that are happening silly and like excel at it. If I can name drop someone out there right now, like Haley Wilcox, I'm liking all of her sets.
Oh, she's great.
She is very intellectual and she gets political, but not in a way that it doesn't lean towards any other side. You just point out the funny.
No, and she'll say some stuff that sounds like she's about to say some really fucked up shit, and then she knows how to play with it in the right way.
So, I could see her on The Daily Show. Yeah.
I think Sohail Ali could probably, maybe The Daily Show, maybe just anything like big like that, like behind a desk or something. But I think Sohail, even if like he, had years to like kind of put in at like SNL, like I think he would maybe be a good Weekend Update kind of guy. Like,
hell no.
I'm saying this to the guy whose dream is to go on SNL. Yeah. I do hate that. Don't you just hate it when
on behalf of the show? No.
Don't you hate it when you have a dream though, and then somebody else is like someone's like, that person could do that thing, or they're really good at that. I'm like, I'm that guy. Fuck you.
So how New York has not forgiven. Never forget. No, okay.
Look into the camera when you say it.
Never forget. No. Okay, no.
I don't think you're gonna...
No, so how is great, man.
I don't think you're getting invited onto his podcast, dude.
Yeah, fuck you, JJ.
But no, he's very like... I use the word professional a lot, but I just say mature. He seems very mature about his kind of sense of humor for the most part. He thinks about things, and he's a very
fast.
presentable person.
He is fast. Yeah.
And have I booked him twice already?
Yeah, very polished, very built-in.
I don't know if I've booked him twice or not. I feel like I did, but I know I did have him on at least one show, and he murdered. And it was like a dead crowd, and he resurrected that shit. And I've seen him do comedy quite a bit, but given the condition of the room, I was not expecting it at all. He just reinvigorated. In fact, I have video of it, like the whole set somewhere. I'm gonna see if he wants that shit.
Send it to him. Yeah, he's the full package. He's got a great cadence, great thoughts, like original premises. He's got a voice, tall, dark, handsome. He's got the look, all of that.
And he's got very interesting perspective, being from like an Afghani immigrant family in the middle of Indiana. Very specific kind of.
Yep.
You get a very specific kind of voice from that, I'd say.
And then being in the Zillennial generation, too.
Yeah, that's the thing. He is a Zoomer. I don't think he wants to be on the Zoomer Humor Hour, though, because I did try to book him for that shit, and he seemed kind of like... I'm like, I get it. I wouldn't want to be... We are youngsters, for sure. But I really love the Zoomer Humor crowd. Jesus.
Yeah, he's Unk now.
Oh, yeah. And that is the thing about Zoomers. We're basically we're becoming the millennials now.
It's fairly godparents. Tell them about Coco Melon.
I remember when the millennials were turning 30 and it was a big deal, and now Zoomers are about to hit 30, and I'm just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, I've been Unk. I mean, I've been an uncle, actual uncle since I was like 6 years old or something. Very young. Yeah. But like legitimately, I am. I think I'm too much of everybody's little brother, to be fair.
Yeah.
But like. There's a lot about me that feels very Unk. Very Unk.
That's true.
But yeah, no, late night television. I didn't really get into that until like the Jim Jeffries show. Did you ever watch that?
No, is that on cable?
It was on Comedy Central. It was one of those late night shows. Very political. It was during Trump's first term.
Okay.
It was the greatest shit ever. I mean, he's from Australia, so he came here and he was like, we're going to do a show that's like it's the news. It's kind of just like the Daily Show, really. There's even did a lot of similar bits and stuff, but I mean, it's all the same network, so it makes sense. But seeing an Australian guy come here and just kind of have like that outside perspective and sort of sense of humor about everything was nice. But he could get really clear to the point, like, when something bad happened, he'd just like look in the camera and just be like, you fucking idiots.
Monologue.
He's just like, why? Not exactly monologue. I mean, he did have monologues, but like, he was just like, this is fucking insane. Like,
yeah.
He was really into it. Like, Jon Stewart does the same thing, but like, I'd say Jim Jeffries was really...
John Oliver. It's fucking insane. Yeah, he goes into it. I've been watching that more recently because now I get HBO Max and everything.
Yeah.
But it's also on YouTube. And, I've been watching that. I could check out Jim Jeffries now that I am getting...
I mean, you should watch his stand-up if you haven't already. He's got some of the best specials on Netflix, I'd say. I got to see... So my best meet and greet ever was I went to Butler Hall. Mm-hmm. Is it Butler Hall? It's at Butler College. I don't remember...
This is with Jordan? Or?
No, I'm thinking of like the venue. It's at Butler College. I don't actually remember what the place is called, but it's a very big theater space. I got front row ticket.
Yeah.
And the meet and greet pass and everything, and like no one was in the front row, so like he'd come up to the stage and he'd look me dead in the eyes like 16 times throughout the show. It was beautiful. Jeffries. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And he's like my biggest hero.
Okay, yeah.
Biggest hero. I wouldn't say he's influenced my stand-up in any way because I don't really do that kind of humor.
Wow.
But he was just looking me in the eye, right? And it felt so good. It felt so good. And then I wait. I'm the last person in line at the meet and greet. So I waited that whole time. And then, I'm like, I'm a stand-up comic, whatever. He shakes my hand. We're just talking for a while. And then we talked a little longer than usual for these meet and greet things. But I was like... I don't remember how it came up, but I wasn't going to tell him a joke. But he was like, I think most stand-up comedians, whenever a comic comes up, they're like, I'm a comedian. They expect a joke. So it's like, I could do a joke, and then I did the hyperhidrosis joke, the sweating joke, and he kind of liked it. He was like, that's something, you'll get, he was very, very nice and pleasant, and then I got to talk to his opener for a while. It was pretty cool.
The openers are always cool, yeah. You got Jim Jeffries, Jordan Jensen. Who's next? Jenna Jameson? Yeah,
I don't know. It was going to be Big J Okerson because I had tickets when he came through. I had tickets, but I crashed my car that morning.
That was when I way up to the Big J. Keep meeting all these people.
Jim Jeffries is big, big, and also he was this was the last show he had to prepare for his special. He's like, I'm filming it like tomorrow or some shit. He's like, we're filming the big special, so this is the last time I get to work on anything. It's me.
Okay, yeah.
And he's like, so can I just do some extra things, some new things I've been trying to work out? And I'm like, yeah. But I had something to do afterwards, so I'm checking the time, and he did an hour, and I was like, cool. And then he did like an hour and a half, and then he's like, can I try some new material? I'm like, oh shit, cool. It's like another 30 minutes. That's cool. Yeah. He did another hour and a half. He did 3 hours of stand-up comedy. I loved it, but at the end of it, I was like, fuck, dude, I want to get the fuck out of here. He did have this bit where he was like, to be fair, trans people are mentally ill. Yeah. I'm like, oh, nobody. And then, like, he turned it around somehow. I was just like, okay, cool. But I was like, don't say it that way in the special. I'm like, don't try it. He was like, I literally wrote this today. Let me try it out on you guys. And I'm like, probably shouldn't write something new for the special. Probably shouldn't put anything in a special that you wrote yesterday, probably. Yeah. Not a good idea.
So you had an autoerotic accident? Is that how you crashed the car?
Oh my god!
It's not.
That's actually a great transition because we didn't
off in the car is not auto.
That's a great transition to my confessional, though. That's actually beautiful.
How'd you crash the car, dude?
No, I crashed the car because I was on this medication for a lot of years, and it had a very sedative effect on me. Yeah. I went out late to an open mic. Go home, slept a few hours, had to go to work the next day, and then I just went off the road just a slight bit. But Indiana, out there in the country, it can be a little, it can be wild out there. So, just a couple inches off the road for a second was all it took to go into some brush, some shrubbery, fuck up my bumper, fuck up my back bumper, ruined a brand new car. It was beautiful. It's not the first car I've ruined. I think I totaled 3 cars, I think.
Dang it.
I'm only 23. Those were all in like a 2-year span. But I'm off that medication now.
That's good.
And I don't have a car, so.
Was that your confession?
No. No. You brought up autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yes.
Yeah, so basically, I was planning on just taking this portion of it and putting it at the end, but since we got into the confessional, I think that's just how we're going to do it.
But I wrecked into a designated swamp area in Ohio. I was like a slick road. I went off and went ploosh into
into the water.
It was just mud. It was mush, and then there was like the cattail plants up there, and then like I couldn't.
A bog.
Something like that. We went down off the side of the highway.
Was it like hard to get out?
Yeah, I had to get a tow truck had to pull me out and everything, and then I was able to finish driving.
No, I mean did you have trouble getting out of the car?
It was just yucky when I had to open the door. I stepped in mud that was unavoidable, but
I wouldn't.
It was like you feel it.
So my first time I totaled a car was my mom's car. I was borrowing it. I was borrowing it, and luckily I crashed like a mile away from work. Ugh. Which we worked at the same place, so she got to just pick me up right there. But what had happened, it was like the foggiest day we'd had. They were like, it's the foggiest it's been in like 100 decades or some bullshit. It's some fucking shit. They were like, it's the worst fog we've ever had. And I'm going, and I'm trying to stay slow, but I'm also late for work. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to. And there was just a turn, and the fog was so thick I didn't see the curve of the road. And I just go off, I jump through some people's ditches and shit. Literally, the car flew at some point. I don't remember. And it kind of just stopped and it was fine. Second time I totaled a car, this time, swerving to avoid a deer, on a like an S curve, and the tires all went parallel, and I flipped it 3 fucking times. Yes, it was terrible. And I when it was done, like, I was hanging upside down, so I get out, I'm like trying to get out, none of the doors want to pop open, and I hear this hissing noise, dude. I hear this hissing. I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to explode in a car. So I kick my door open, and then I look, and it's just my tire deflating.
Shoot.
Yeah, but I was like, damn, I flipped that car, and it fucked it up. And what do? I went and got a brand new 2024 Kia Forte because I had good credit, and it took me like 3 months to fuck that one up. And to be fair, it wasn't honest. It wasn't an honest totaling. Okay, it could have probably been fixed, but somewhere in the insurance process or whatever, they were like, we're just gonna total it. We're just gonna total it. And technically, I can still legally drive. There's never been any repercussions. I've not destroyed any property, hurt anybody besides myself. But
you should sue.
They should take that license away.
You should sue Mr. Fog for all that fog out there. How dare they? It was just like a campaign promoting Silent Hill. Just dropped. We're gonna do some fog in your town.
Yeah.
The game. I don't know if that's Bethesda, Ubisoft. Namco, one of those game companies.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I would say Ubisoft, but
yeah, they went too far.
Yes, they did.
Them. Somebody got hurt.
Should sue that doctor because, bro, I tell you, I went to see this doctor. And I'm like, I think I should get off these meds because I've almost died like 3 times. And he's like, I believe you. And I'm like, the thing is, they didn't give me a proper diagnosis, but when I was a teenager, I was like very, very bad mental health, self-harm, all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
And so they're like, we think you're bipolar, so we're going to put you on these mood stabilizers. Right?
Oh.
And so and years later, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, but these meds got me so whacked out, I keep on wrecking cars. We gotta quit this shit.
Big pharma.
And I was also like, I've been talking with my therapist. We've been doing like these tests and shit. And I'm like, we're pretty sure I'm autistic. And he's like, oh yeah, I thought you were autistic from day one. I'm like, oh, so you almost murdered me.
Still gonna diagnose? Yeah.
I'm like, to push bipolar medication
and
on someone you think is autistic.
That was when your secondary care physician. It wasn't your primary one.
The primary.
No, would they put you on the Entyvio? Shrimfia? Ubrelvy?
I don't know what any of those things are.
I know all of them.
I don't know what any of those things are. I'm sorry, am I missing something?
No, these are just a bunch of, I don't know.
Are these insurance companies?
No, these are medications.
Oh, let's see. It was the generic form of Seroquel.
Seroquel, okay.
Seroquel, yeah. It's a mood stabilizer.
Seroquel's my favorite SNL cast member now. Sarah Squirm.
Sarah. But yeah, I was so glad they took me off it, but I was also like, man, if you thought I was autistic in high school, I could have gotten free college when they were still, like, you know, caring about people with disabilities.
Yeah. Wasn't there a thing that Florida's not paying tuition or something?
No.
What is it?
So I don't know what the current progress on this is, if it passed, if it's still in deliberation, or what the technicalities are on it, but the story was like a month ago. Mm-hmm. They were like, in Florida, if you have a mental disability of some sort, like autism, ADHD, or something even worse or harder than that, basically you don't get your high school degree. Like, you still are legally required to do all that schooling, but you will not get a degree. And I think that sounds blatantly illegal.
Some type of certificate, something.
And I couldn't wrap my head around it, but I think I figured out why it is, and I think it's because when you're applying for most jobs, you can't be discriminated against because of a disability like that. Yeah. But if they don't have a high school degree, that can be the reason why they don't hire you.
Applications in the future are going to go education experience, high school, some college, autism. You're just like, I'm exempt.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just a way for them to fuck over people with disabilities, honestly. I don't see any other reason for it. I don't think it benefits anybody to not give people degrees.
You know what they're getting into. I don't know, some jobs, like, they have a quota, like, we got to take X amount of college graduates and, you know, apprenticeships and stuff like that, and then we have X amount of, I don't know, DEI? I don't know, you might have X amount of...
That doesn't exist anymore.
No, that's dead. Yeah, dude. When
you're gonna get us swatted, dude. You said DE. Oh
no. Yeah, X amount of.
We're gonna get swatted, dude. Come on.
When I just went, so I didn't know, like, you know, they took away SNAP. And that stuff's crazy. I was gonna take a photo of it, but I just went to the drugstore over there at the CVS, And they have like their freezer aisle, and then under it says, "We accept EBT." But the thing is, they were all empty.
Yeah.
Nothing in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, we accept it, but y'all ain't getting a darn thing.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I don't know. Politically, everything is fucked up right now, but maybe we should get into the format of our show since we're 45 minutes. We've had some good talkings already. But let's get into...
We're just cracking the seal.
Yeah.
It's going to pour out now. This is where the juice is.
Yeah, I will say try to keep sitting. If you got to scooch up, that's fine. But yeah, about there. And I'm going to try to sit back a little bit so we stay somewhat the same size. Otherwise, it's just an interview of this big fat dude with his double chin up here because I keep looking up instead of looking down. Yeah. And then some tiny dude on a green screen.
Yeah, what's this gonna be about? What are you putting behind me?
If I can get the green screen to work, if there's something to do with our bits, I'll just put it behind you. If I can't get it to work, it's just a background.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh man.
Yeah, it'll just kind of depend on what I can do here. But yeah, okay. Let's get into our weekly confessional. I'll go first so that you get a sense of things. And then we can do our confessionals, and we'll get moving. My weekly confessional, something regrettable / embarrassing that happened to me this week.
Yeah.
I had a show Friday, the Zoomer Humor Show. You were there, and you were on it. You were here for this whole thing, yes. So I have a bit about autoerotic asphyxiation, which we all know what that is. Yeah. A really good time.
I know.
And I think I'm a little uncomfortable with some of my comedy, so I start almost every bit with, have you heard of this? Or do we all know this?
Yeah,
you know?
Check.
So I'm like, are we all familiar with autoerotic asphyxiation?
Yeah.
And I'm getting ready to maybe sell this bit off because this has been one of my better ones that's been getting some... And the lady right next to the stage who was already leaving before the show started and was just kind of taking her time packing stuff up, she was like, yeah, my brother died from that.
Yeah, no way.
And like everyone's quiet. She's laughing. She's laughing her ass off. Everyone else is quiet. I'm dead inside already. I'm like, and I asked her, should I keep going on? Because this bit is just me making fun of autoerotic asphyxiation. Mm-hmm. And instead of answering me, she's like, yeah, they wouldn't let us bury him in the church graveyard because of how he died. And I fucking died inside because the next thing is just like, so there's no fun slang for autoerotic asphyxiation, is there? Yeah. Like, why can't we call it a fun hanging wank? And it did get a laugh, but internally I was just like, why?
Yeah, some quick banter right in between there about the burial situation. It would have needed something there. But it'll be a quick for it in the future now.
She was laughing the whole time, but I was like, she also is not listening to anything I'm saying. I think she's reliving this right now.
Some people just want to be engaged because, like,
I want to be engaged so badly, man. It's getting lonely out here.
They want to be acknowledged out there. So they're like, you open the conversation. Have you heard of it? Yeah. And then, I think, if you guys had a connection on that level, then she's like, I'm going to stay in here the rest of this. But
we had a real connection there for a moment.
But it's a good joke, and I remember that happening, and I wanted you to continue with it, because it's still a good joke.
Yeah. If I knew looking back it wouldn't have been such a problem, I don't think I'd have so much dead space there, but there was probably a solid minute where I was like, I don't know what to do. Yeah. And I just went quiet, and then I did the joke, and it got the laugh, but I was like, oh my god, this is terrifying right now.
I just log all of that and memorize every outcome possible for a joke, so like if somebody is pushing back against it, or if they're really into it, I can,
Well, it did prove to me something, and that's that to the Catholic Church, the worst thing you could possibly do is die doing something you love. They're just like, he had fun? Fucking nah. Don't bury him near me. Man. But it is fucked up. It is a double sin because it is masturbating and suicide.
Yeah.
Which I don't think I can say on this To be fair, this is going on
You
YouTube,
have
but
to censor it, bleep it when you say that word,
Mm-hmm.
or put it in reverse. I wonder what it sounds like.
that I don't know if I've seen anyone do that. It's a bit before.
And
That would actually be a really fun way to censor words going forward. Is to just play them in reverse.
yeah.
That would be beautiful. But then you watch the whole thing in reverse, and it's just fuck vagina.
Right.
The secret messages.
We found it.
The secret messages when you play it backwards, it says pussy.
Yeah, well, those people are your real fans. They're putting in that amount of time to watch it and then repost it on TikTok. Like, I got specifically the swear word that Boden didn't want you to hear.
I'm lucky if my fans even watch the video forward.
Nipple.
Right now, all my fans are purely verbal expression of. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Word of mouth is the best.
No, I'm saying like all of the admiration I get from quote unquote fans is them just saying they like me. I don't think anyone watches my shit.
Yeah.
Granted, I've never posted a damn thing, so, but
Yeah.
but no, that
You
is
got like 4 Instagrams, not posting anything.
Hey, I did. I did like 3 open mics, and I'm like, I need a comedy page already. And then no one's followed it. Like, I have so many followers on my regular one. Or so many followers. 300 followers.
Ooh-wee.
It was a lot more than it
Save
was.
some for us.
Actually, I'm not going to lie. I think I had more friends on Facebook before my ex went crazy and was like, you need to delete all these girls off of your Facebook. I had hundreds of friends on Facebook, and then I was like, I'll just get rid of them all.
Yeah.
And now I'm literally doing comedy, meeting people every day, and I still don't have that many people on there. I'm like, shit. I was more popular when I was not doing comedy.
Where's your QR code? Shove that in everyone's face.
Yeah.
Business card or the QR code. Boom.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait until I'm so good at comedy that I can just start giving people my business card randomly. It's like my aspiration, honestly. Yeah. That's how I know I've made it.
Don't give it to other comics, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. That is my measurement of success, is when I start giving comics that I talk to every single week my business card.
Do you have QR codes on your flyers? Is there like a scannable thing in there?
No, that might be something worth doing. It's just like I already have so much stuff I gotta put on a poster.
YouTube channel and the podcast and link, a whole link tree type thing.
You're not wrong.
The updates.
I haven't thought about that. I should do that.
Yeah.
And just in general, get like stickers with QR codes and stuff, because I got enough like shows going on that like just being like, I need a website.
That was one of the conversations that we said, like, we're gonna promote the Zoomer or just promote the Fountain Square shows a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, we're gonna talk about that.
Try to come up with some new things. I put posters on like in different neighborhoods than just Fountain Square, so like hopefully that'll draw it in a bit. And I usually pay for ads, but
we don't do that QR link.
But yeah, I mean, as long as Fountain Square Brewery stays open and I keep doing 2 shows a month or whatever, which is what the rate is supposed to go up to, since I'm taking over Kyle's spots. Having like a QR code just around to see, like, go to a website and be like, what shows are coming up? Could be interesting.
Kyle's spot. Little shoes to fill there.
No little shoes. Hey, his shoes are little, but I know something else that's quite small.
Oh, man.
Quite small. It's his ego. It's his ego. It's very small. He's a very humble man. Love Kyle. Yeah. Kyle Bates. He'll probably be, I don't know if he'll be the next episode, but he's the next one I'm filming for sure.
Shout out to Kyle Bates.
Shout out to Kyle Bates. He has basically made my career. Gave me my first real show. Paid me, I think, for the first time ever. First hosting gig. He's never been to one of my shows, but
whoa, no,
never been to one of my shows.
Like in the beginning, I kind of said that he like discovered me. He found me at like a Colonial. He's like, hey, I like it. And then he was like, you want to do a Saturday showcase? So he booked me on my first like booked and paid show, right? But leading up to it, I had got a booking that came right before it, so it didn't end up being my first show.
I see.
I ended up doing something else.
I've had a couple of comics be like, yeah, I'm your first show, and then by the time the show comes around, they're like, I've already been on 3 shows. I'm like, God damn it.
But Kyle put me on that, and my first show, the lineup, I think Jared Scott was a headliner. It was me, CK, Duncan Kissinger, and Owen Garrett or something like that.
Okay. I have not seen Owen Garrett so long. He did that little...
I think he hosted it.
I think he went to like South America or something for a summer, and then I just haven't seen him back at all.
I sent him a message recently. I'm like, man, you gotta come back. But yeah.
I wish I'd gotten to know him better. Like he left like really early into my career.
Yeah, I hope he come back.
I hope so. Yeah. I actually, one of the neighbors, the name was like O Garrett, and I was like, and this is the building Chelsea used to live in. So I was like, oh, did he like get her number and move in here? And it is not him.
No, I think he was like.
I was upset. I was like, damn, that would be so cool if we were in the same building.
Guy, I think he was out in the college too.
Yeah.
But no, I've been booked on more shows with CK than not. Like it's.
That makes sense.
I can pull up all the flyers.
You guys talk about different things, but I think you have like the same sort of like maturity level. I'd say like you guys.
And once you start thinking of 2-letter names, that just comes up like CK, KJ.
Yeah.
And we started around the same time. I think.
Well, you will be roasting her at the end of January. So how do you feel about that? How do you feel roasting the very talented CK Andrew?
I think we got a good rapport. I got a lot of love for CK, and her mom makes a good booby cake.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, she's gonna get this work. Mm-hmm. We're gonna really lock wits and see.
It is it's an interesting matchup for one. I mean, like,
you seen what I did to Jeremy Johnston in that roast?
Did you win that roast?
No.
No, I was gonna say he beat me too. Jeremy's good, dude.
They're biased and racist. No,
Jeremy's good though. I don't think I saw you guys roast. But when he roasted me, it was hard, bro. I mean, he's so. When I was trying to do my last podcast that didn't work out, I did record an episode with him. Mm-hmm. And while he was there, he saw my vision board with all like the list of all the with all the goals I wanted to accomplish, all the new skill sets I wanted. And then we go to the roast, and he literally just read the list, and he was like, "Well, Boden, did you do any of those?" And I was like, "Fuck, dude." Well, and he also, I might have to cut this out, but I'm still going to tell it.
He is too good.
I might cut this out, but I'll still tell you it now. But, like, I told him before the roast, I'm like, I really don't care. You can talk about anything. Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, yeah. He got personal.
And now I'm complaining about the things he said about me.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, you've probably heard it already. But, yeah, in a group chat, I was like, I got in an argument with a different person. I was like, man, I got molested by so many people, I don't even remember. Which, phrasing it like that sounds weird. It sounds like I'm bragging. I've been molested so many times, I can't even fucking remember. It's too many to count. But no, that's true. But also, he was in that group chat, and I didn't think he'd talk about it, but he was like, yeah, Boden said he was molested by so many people he can't count, which is weird when you live in a town of 500 people. I was like, damn, you're fucking right.
Visitors flying in. Check out the boy.
Yeah, I'm just like, Jesus Christ. He ripped into me, and to be fair, I did not work very hard. Like, both of us, we wrote that shit the same day. He's just better at, like, coming up with good stuff the first time. I need refinement. But I will be roasting Bob East at the end of January 2026, and I'm so excited. This is actually a rematch, so I'm very excited about that.
You threw the fight last time, right? No.
Threw it?
Yeah.
I won, bro. I won. I'm going to win this time, too.
Yeah.
I'm going to win this one.
What's Bob got?
Yeah, besides a job and a wife and... I was about to say the respect of his colleagues. No, I'm kidding. I love you, Bob. I'm just throwing some shade. But no, we should get to your confessional so we can keep this moving along. What's your weekly confessional?
There's a weekly one, but there's also like the embarrassing moment,
I mean, it's the same thing. Did you already do it?
Because my meet and greet was pretty bad with someone who I thought would appreciate voices.
It is pretty embarrassing.
Not that it's not a hero, not at all, but it was like someone who inspired or showed me that this could work. Like I seen him do a Jay-Z rap first. Mm-hmm. That his is just a voice and it's just a regular impression in rap. But mine, I had a different premise. I had the hamburgers. I mean, I can show you after
It's
this.
It's a good bit, man. I love it to death.
I'm not stealing nothing, but I
What is it, like the lettuce, the pickles, the
Yeah, the pickles, the lettuce, tomatoes. Yeah. That kind of came up, and I was like, hey, I'll show you this. And then I was like, because one thing I did when somebody taught me when I started was that you'll go further with good material and a shitty impression than you will with good impressions and like no good material. So I was like, okay, yeah, the impression doesn't have to be perfect as long as the material is good and it sounds like something they would say. So I was brought up on that. So I was like, maybe he'll appreciate the setup, like, oh, the BK thing. People say that's clever. Then he starts talking about the burgers. So I get into the rap, and he's like, your tone's way off. I was like, not even. But
do you think it was just like that time? Because I think your impression's pretty accurate.
I was probably nervous.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
I wasn't on the mic. We were like in the. I was trying to do it like one-on-one, but also because when I do it, I go like that, and he's like, "It's supposed to be like young Halva," and it's like, wait, I was like, because that's like the 1994 Jay-Z. Like, a man ages and his voice gets like as he.
Yeah, you should have just been like, I wasn't like born when he sang
in the interviews, and then he was like. No, but he was, so when I did like some other voices, like, you're doing it from back, like, he did point out how I was doing it. He's like, but you should do it this way. He was like, there's different ways to use it. So then this was like, I kind of rage baited him and do it. Because I really wanted to get a clip of us trading voices back and forth from my Instagram or something.
Now, was this like, you said it was meet and greet, was this like in line to get the photos done? Or was
I was the last person.
Okay, I was going to say, if it's in the middle of that line, I'm like, yeah, I'd probably be like, fuck off, dude.
I was like the last person in line. I went up to the opener. I bought a t-shirt from him. I got to this guy. Didn't buy his t-shirt, but I was like, hey, I've been doing open mic for a little bit.
So you're like, I'll buy the merch of your opener.
It's January. There's like wildfires in Cali. He's probably lost his house. I'm not going to buy your shirt. But let me show you a book.
But let me try to get a clip of us doing something so I can get some clout, brother.
Yeah,
come on.
That's exactly what I tried to do.
Let me benefit from you while not...
Yeah. Don't worry about your house right now. Yeah. But let me, maybe you can give me some pointers. Like, I've been doing open mic for 2 months here. And so then I got into it. But he did, like, Vinny Soprano. He did... He threw out a couple voices. So then I tried to do this other thing. Because, to rapid fire. So, I did, like, the Morgan Freeman thing. And then the Patrick Stewart. And then the Sean Connery. And all of that. So... I don't do that on stage.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if I've heard you do the Morgan Freeman. I know you do a really good Martin Luther.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King Martin Luther King Jr.
I did that, and then he was like, "Oh, your voices are coming from that." But I guess it takes. Warming up your cords to do different voices.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just doing it in front of. When I did my little joke for Jim Jeffries, I was fucking spazzing out. I'm sure I could have told mine a little bit better. Yeah. Jim Jeffries was like,
he didn't even get to the pickles. He didn't even get to that part.
Yeah, no, that's got to be the hardest part because, like, the bit, it's a hard bit to sell when you stop halfway through.
12 seconds in, your tones. I was like, even get to the
your tones up. I'm like,
even talk about the burger ingredients.
Man, I love that bit. That sucks, dude. I mean, it was in, what, you said January?
Yeah, that's the first time it was, like, interrupted and cut off, and someone was like... But also...
How long have you been doing it at that point?
I started in June of 2023, and then this was in January of 25. But I pretty much... I do kind of do it every night, or every time
I'm just stage. Like, when do you think you wrote that bit?
Oh, I wrote that in 2020... Oh. And it's a TikTok video, and it got like 400 views to this day. So I was like, oh, people don't care for this. It sucks.
Have you re-uploaded it?
I probably need...
I think you should do a new TikTok one. Like, put like a little clip of it in the beginning and then do like the new version.
Yeah, it's on my TikTok. I like put on some shades and a hat, and I kind of tried to dress up like them, and I like did the Whopper rap. And then that was back in 2020 before I ever did stand-up. And then I was just doing impressions on TikTok, and I put it up there. It didn't do much. It got no comments, like 400 views, so I was like, oh, it's pretty bad. But once I with 2023, when I thought about doing an open mic, I was like, maybe I'll bring that. It's good to have a song.
Wait, you're telling me... Yeah, I'm not going to lie. If the video did bad in 2020 on TikTok when everyone was home...
I thought they hated it.
I'm not going to lie, man. And people were at home, dude. They should have seen that shit.
I took it to some open mics. And then early people were like, that's your closer. Like, keep that. Don't try to follow that with anything else. Like, that's the biggest reaction you get. But now I'm working on getting more.
I'd still say it's a great closer, though. It is. It does. I call it the crowd pleaser. And the other night when we did the show, I was literally like trying to like. I was literally like. There was a point where you're like, I don't know what jokes I should do, and I'm literally off to the side, like, whispering pretty loudly. I was like, Jay-Z bit, Jay-Z. I literally just said, Jay-Z. Jay. And you didn't pick up on it. I was like, damn it was a crowd pleaser.
2 drinks by then.
Yeah, I also, I need to, like, work out hand signals with people, because, like, whenever I'm trying to tell people to keep going, I just do this. And apparently to most people that means wrap it up. And I'm just like, that means keep going for me. So I've inadvertently told people to wrap it up while they're doing their best shit. I'm like, God damn it. Fuck.
And then I was like, I used to be able to time myself for a 5. If it's like something I normally do, but I was trying new stuff in there. So like you gave me 5, but I didn't know what I had time to do. So I wanted to not go run the light. So
that's fair. I should have given you more time, honestly. It was just like a combination of like, it was literally seconds before the last guy was supposed to go up, and I had just been like so bummed out from the rest of the show that I was just like, I just want it to be done.
No.
But then I was like, once like we were a few minutes in, I'm like, I should have told him to do the full 10. God damn it.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. I think you were really strong for your 5 minutes. I think you did a very good job considering there was like almost no one there. Yeah, you got a clip. I will say I should work on clips. Like that should be my main focus right now because I have clippable material, I'd say. And I don't film that often. I film and it's always my worst set, and then the one time I don't film, it's the best fucking set ever. And it upsets me. And I just feel so, I just feel very self-conscious uploading anything unless there's, very audible laughs in the background.
Yes.
I need the validation of, a full room's laughter for me to want to put that out there on the internet. And I guess that's something I need to work on, because I know comedians who get, 0 laughs for their joke, and they still put that shit up there. I'm like, that's a little too much, man.
Because sometimes you just upload it just to... be the originator, be the first one to get this thought out there.
That's a fair point I haven't thought of. I need to actually do that because I got some shit I need to
no laugh, but it's he said it first and you can check the date. And then you can upload the later one with the better reaction.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that. I need to start... Some of these jokes are very near and dear to my soul. I need to put that shit out there so people don't fucking... Because not gonna lie, I mean, it's... I think I have some pretty original jokes for the most part, but it's not something someone else couldn't stumble upon.
Right.
You just have to have a severe amount of, or a severe lack of self-respect, honestly. That's all it takes to be Boden Byrd.
Yeah, so that's something somebody was telling me, even if something didn't do well when you did it, if it's something that nobody else is talking about, probably put it out there just to get your recognition for it.
That's something I hadn't thought about, and I'm going to actually definitely work on that. I will say, on the last podcast, or not on the last podcast, so I was filming something with Anthony Von Helvet, and we were trying to, give advice to each other, and he was like, how do you get your bits and stuff? And I'm like, I don't have self-respect or self-love, and I do a lot of things that are bad for me.
Okay. Yeah.
I have been to the bottom of the barrel when it comes to shameful acts, so, and then I get up on stage and I'm like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if I said all this shit on stage? And it tends to work out, but then off stage everyone's like, oh, you're weird. And I'm like,
I'm a monster. I'm a victim. I am...
Yeah, no, I'm like, why does everyone not want me around their kids all of a sudden? I'm like, why? It's maybe because I make dick jokes for a living.
You could do that, though. You could kind of arch your set. You could start off as a victim and then reveal, as you go, become a monster by the end of your set.
That's pretty good. It's like start the set with like you're gonna have a lot of sympathy for me in a little bit. You're gonna lose all of it.
Yeah, I do bad
It's not
stuff.
all gonna be there. Mm-hmm. By the end of this, you're gonna be like, maybe he deserved some of that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That might be something.
I don't know, but yeah, I think the only reason I'm funny is because I have a severe lack of shame about some things that I probably should be shameful about.
Yeah.
Or at least a little less open about.
Some of my favorite friends growing up with and like in school that I thought were really funny is because like their threshold for their cringe tolerance was so like, you know, they could do the most embarrassing thing that's talked about like crazy, but they just like it's nothing. They just walk through the halls and like they own it. Like, yeah, that happened. But yeah, that's some of my favorite people. They just live to see another day, and they're.
I've lived to see a lot of other days, my man.
They just own. Either they own the embarrassment, or they like disassociate from the embarrassment. But it's like, how can you not feel like you have all these things attached to you, but you continue to do another funny thing and another funny thing?
Yeah, I own things I should not own. Honestly, like there is something to be said about like being very open and having no shame and loving yourself and just being your genuine self. But also, I say things to people and they're like, I did not.
This is the resilience. It's all about the times you get up and more than if you get up more than you fall, and I don't know. But it's still on your record. I
keep trying to tell people, I'm like, there's things I stay on stage. I'm not like that off stage, and I'm very much that off stage. I'm that like I'm what I am on stage, but much worse. Which is not. I think most comedians aren't that much like they are on stage. I think they're very different on stage than they are in real life. I am just a worse version of what you see. I am probably my best self on stage, honestly, and that's not saying a lot. But dude,
your unscripted version of that off stage.
I'm telling you, if you've talked to me twice, you know my entire life and every trauma that's led up to this point. It doesn't take that long to get to know me. It doesn't. Honestly, most people can just look at the mustache and they're like, I have a general vibe of this person.
Yeah.
But maybe we should get into our quote-unquote quick Q&A. Get some of these questions answered I have for you.
Okay.
Starting off, I think it's very appropriate since we're both SNL fans. I think you know a lot more than I do, but I think we're both pretty big fans of the show. And I wanted to
great show.
I wanted to see what your like Mount Rushmore for cast member is. Like not the ones you think are the best, but your favorites. And I want you to do like both male and female, like four males or 4 females.
The KJ formula, like who
you like you think influenced you the most from SNL? Who do you think had your favorite sketches? Just like the ones that you were like, if they weren't on this fucking show, it'd be a lot less. But I can go first because I mean, as far as males go, I'm going to start off with Bill Hader. I love Bill Hader to death. I think the one sketch where he's like the dancing guy inside the box thing that comes to life and escapes. That shit, love that sketch to death. I just love Bill Hader in general, though. I think, to be fair, I think some of my it's that. I'm not going to lie. I might have a crush on Bill Hader. He's just...
Very.
But, and he didn't want to, like, be on SNL. That wasn't, like, his thing. He was like, I want to, like, kind of write for it. But he was like, I wasn't, like, trying to be on SNL. I'm like, that's...
But he excelled. And
he did so good.
One of those faces you think of.
He's my favorite. He's just one of my favorites. I love him to death. I will say, I think some of these are maybe influenced by things I also like them in besides SNL. Because I think all of my listings are people I also... like them in movies and shit, so it's a little bit biased. But strong second would probably be Kenan Thompson.
Hey, okay.
I love Kenan Thompson. To be fair, he breaks a lot in scenes, but I love it. I love watching him break in a scene.
Right.
And I love it. I just
he's his own thing.
He's just been a part of it as long as I think longer than I've been alive. I'd want to say, or at least pretty close, like
20-some years.
Yeah, so pretty damn close. Like, as long as I've been watching it, he's been on it. He's a staple of the show. He's probably never going to leave it. And he's just been part of so many great... I think, have you seen Something Claus? Something Claus?
What happens in that one?
It's like a music video where it's like, if you've been naughty, there's something clause,
Oh.
and his thing is everybody gets something. So it's like Martin Freeman like gets mad at his office job and like throws the computer at his boss or some shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, you might have been bad, but you're still getting something. And like his whole background story is he fucked Mrs. Claus and that's why he's not at the North Pole anymore. It's such a good little music video sketch thing, and it was just... Kenan Thompson is kind of like SNL for me. Like, he's not maybe the funniest person that's ever been on it, or the most successful, but he, like, is kind of the face of it, in a way.
His run, yeah, he's Mr. SNL now.
He's just been in some, I mean, 20 years, he's in some of the greatest sketches that they've ever done, so, like, in most of them, I'd say.
Yeah, he's outweighed.
Third off, Will Ferrell. I like Will Ferrell. My dad hates Will Ferrell. Me, love Will Ferrell, and he has some really great sketches. Like, are you familiar with the sketch where he's like yelling at the kids to get off of like the shed or whatever?
Yeah, one of his first ones.
Yeah, it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Or the one where he's like a grown man, but he's a baby, but he's born a grown man.
I think those are some of the things he auditioned with. Get off the shed, get on the bag.
It's so good. He's got this energy I just love about him, and he's just like a great, wholesome guy overall. And he just keeps getting softer every year, and I love that about him.
Yeah.
And then my final one for my male Mount Rushmore is Adam Sandler.
Nice.
Adam Sandler, honestly. I would have probably gone with someone from the original cast, but they've had so many years in between the original cast and Adam Sandler to really nail what SNL was and to like find new ways of being funny, and he was a big part of that. You know, he had a lot of great original songs for the Weekend Update portions, and he's just always a part of great stuff during his era.
So Canteen Boy and the Opera Man.
Opera Man, too. I think my favorite sketch with him is just the one with him and Dana Carvey, where he's the
Pepper Boy?
The Pepper Boy.
Fresh Pepper.
Fresh Pepper.
Yes.
Fresh Pepper.
Grazie. Fresh Pepper.
I have a feeling that's what led up to the Master Disguise thing for Dana Carvey.
Yes,
he was like,
the pepper.
I know, like, I just feel like when he was doing Master Disguise, Dana Carvey was like channeling that energy because he's like,
you like it.
Well, you like the juice sketch too.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. It's not.
It's
not even that. It's not like technically a great sketch. Like it's not like. At face value, it shouldn't be so funny, to the point that they literally end the sketch with David Spade being like, "Can we finish the sketch already?" Mm-hmm. But it's so funny, just like 4 or 5 guys being like, "You like it, juice?
You like it, juice?
You like it?"
And
that was a blooper for the Master of Disguise film. He like spits out like a Pepto-Bismol bottle, and he's like, "I like the juice. You like the juice. I like the juice."
One, yeah. See, you gotta hold on. A joke is never finished. Right? Mm-hmm. But also, like, Rob Schneider, you put your weed in there, and then Adam Sandler got to do it in the Hot Chick.
Yes. I was just thinking about that the other day because I have like a problem about like collecting things, like especially little boxes that I can put things in, and I never put things in those boxes, but I like collecting little things that I can put stuff in, and so like every time I'm like going through my shit, I'm like, hey, you can put your weed in there.
Oh my god, yeah.
There are like 3 of them probably behind that sheet right now, just like. Put your weed in there.
Me and my ex-girlfriend, that was like one of our jokes, and that made us laugh. You put your weed, and she'd get me like I didn't see it coming.
That's sometimes. A strange thing to say when you're going down on a woman, to be honest. Put your weed.
Oh man, you put your weed in there. I should have.
It's like, are we going on a flight or something?
She would have loved that.
Are we going on Southwest? Like, are we smuggling some shit right now? Okay, but female cast members, right?
Yeah, what you got?
Kristen Wiig, that's a solid one.
Yeah.
I think she's a great alumni.
5 stars.
It's really hard to pick a really good sketch, but like the one, Dunice, that's not my kind of humor, but you know the Dunice sketch, where she's got like the tiny little hands and the giant forehead, and she's got like 3 hot sisters every time.
Okay.
It's very unsettling for me to watch every time, but I'm also just like the balls to commit to that. Like I think she's a very beautiful woman.
Yes.
And I think like I find sense of humor especially attractive in somebody, and just like, but even that, I'm like, I don't think I would do that, and I'll do a lot of things for a bit, and that one was like, Jesus Christ, tiny little, ooh, I'm doing this, and she just said the most fucked up shit ever. Like, Vanessa Bayer is probably my next pick. A lot of that's just because, like, when I first started, like, really paying attention, like, she was, like, one of the main cast members. It was, like, when A.D. Bryant and Cecily Strong were all on at the same time, really. When
they were doing the
Californians, it's like 2010.
She was... Exactly. Fainting.
And even then, like, we were just talking about her sketch on, I Think You Should Leave, the one where she's trying to be a mean girl so hard. I'm like... I feel that sometimes. I feel that energy. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh, you fucking slut. And then my friend's like, what did you just say? I'm like, oh, I thought you understood I'm gay.
Tongue in cheek.
I can say there's a lot more in this cheek, bro.
Yeah. Well, when they say that, though, what cheeks are they talking about, though?
That's fair. I'm going to put tongue in cheek as my bio on Facebook now and just wait for people to figure it out.
Tongue in cheek peach emoji.
Peach emoji. I was about to say peach emoji. Moving on from that, I think this would be probably a hard one to, like, fight against would be Kate McKinnon.
Okay.
Because she's just, like, in every fucking sketch back in the day. She was, like, Justin Bieber. She was Ellen DeGeneres. She's been so many different celebrities and just been the weirdo in so many sketches. Like, the alien abduction one.
Yes. Yeah.
Where she's just, like, talking about her coochie and shit. Oh,
yeah.
And then, finally, it's kind of hard. And I feel like both wrong and right for putting it at a tie, but I really do think Tina Fey and Amy Poehler are such a good combo for Weekend Update.
As a unit.
And there's just so many good other sketches, but Weekend Update together, they were so good. But it's very rare that you can get such a tight duo and they also be so good independently from each other. Because sometimes when you're working in comedy, or like specifically when you're like on a show doing comedy and you become part of a duo, sometimes, like, one's going to do better than the other. Yeah. Sometimes they don't work apart from each other. Sometimes it's just, like, a whole thing. They have such great careers aside from each other and such great sketches without each other, but they're also so fucking good together. So, like, Tina and Amy are kind of my focus.
Baby Mama and... I don't know if Amy was in Mean Girls or had any...
I can't remember if it was just called Sisters or if there was there was more to the title, but they did a movie together in which they were like sisters. And like one's a fuck up and one's like really well put together for the most part, and then they throw a party in their parents' old house because they're going to sell it. I love that movie. It was great.
The ladies' movies, when they had like Bridesmaids came out and like they started doing all these lady casts. I love those, man. There's some bangers. Kate McKinnon was in The Office Christmas Party.
Kate McKinnon, she was in this movie, The Roses, just a bit ago. It has, like, Benedict Cumberbatch as the lead. I can't remember who the leading lady was, but she plays his friend's wife, and they're, like, in a marriage where they're, like, both in denial that the marriage is fucking over or whatever, and she just keeps on saying very explicitly to Benedict Cumberbatch, like, you want to fuck? Like, I want to fuck you so bad. Oh, and your wife's so hot. Your wife's so hot. I'm just like, and it's just so funny because she's like being perfectly creepy.
Oh,
in a way I think only she can, because like sometimes it can be hard to comedically pull off a creepy woman because unfortunately, women can just be creepier. They have a, I guess, lower threshold for higher, lower. Anyways, it takes a little more to be creepy as a woman, I'd say, in general. But she pulled it off perfectly.
Man, you watched the movie Mastermind? Zach Galifianakis, and he was married to Kristen Wiig in that one?
No, but I forgot about that for many years.
He was married to Kate McKinnon in that one, and Kristen Wiig was like the criminal.
Who else was in that? Was that Owen Wilson in that?
Had a goatee.
I need to see that, actually.
Bad guy.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
But what's your Mount Rushmore?
Let's get into this. SNL Mount Rushmore for me. Ladies first. Let's go with that. Kristen Wiig is mandatory. She gotta go up there. So I got Kristen Wiig because she's been in so many things. The Target lady, do that, and like.
I will say I would have gone with some of the older cast members, but I think unfortunately, like the newer female cast members have a little more leverage because they can just do more. Like,
the foundation is laid.
they can talk. I mean, Cecily Strong.
And different...
Well, just on the fact that they can cover more stuff openly, like you can do a lot more. I mean, Cecily Strong did a whole Weekend Update thing where she was like a clown, but she was like talking about abortion. But she's talking about having like an abortion. And I was like, that's like a really strong thing to do, especially at that moment in time. But I'm like, you couldn't have done that in the first season.
Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, to be vulnerable, but like, we literally look at things like, how do I make this funny? It's like, it's not funny, but I'll just dress up as a clown and then like overdo it. That's yeah.
And if I could have kept going, I probably would have like been like, if I could have kept going, Cecily Strong and Leslie Jones would have been really hard to. I think Leslie Jones probably would have won that 5th spot. Not gonna lie, she has such like a strong presence and a very strong comedic talent.
Yeah.
And she worked really hard to get there. It took her some time.
Gosh, man. So yeah, I'm gonna go Kristen Wiig. Yeah, because I think she all time.
She's a whole ass Ghostbuster. Okay,
she's too cold. 5 stars. She's another one that I'm gonna throw in there. Let's see. I feel like Heidi Gardner became a star.
Don't get me started on Heidi Gardner.
She's doing her thing right now.
You know, I have the biggest crush on Heidi Gardner. I'm so sad she's not in the new season.
Man,
she's so funny. It's obscene.
It's tough, man. It's tough. But yeah, I feel like she's been flourishing and she's showing some range where she can play like the distressed wife, but she can also play like the naughty babysitter or the Chance the Rapper one. Sit down, pizza daddy. That thing is like, she's got range, dog.
I think I stopped like paying attention to the SNL for a couple years. So when I first started seeing her, she was like not like the number one person, and then last couple of years she's been like the main female cast member for the most part in like any given scene.
One of the exits that I was like. That I was baffled, I was offended, and then Ego decided to leave too. The Ego's really good. I feel like she was hitting that stride right when that Miss Eggy when she started doing stand up on the Weekend Update. Oh man, I like that. I feel like it was just beginning to get on fire.
The whole cast change is like, I don't feel bad about it because I feel like we're doing good with this season, but I do like. Subconsciously feel like certain elements are missing from it, and I'm just like, it felt like for a few of them they had a lot longer time on there. I'm like, I mean, Che's been on it like 11 years now. I'm like, they could have stuck out more with, especially with Heidi and Ego. I don't remember how long Michael Longfellow was on for, but like he could have been on there for a while.
2-3 seasons. So next I'm going to throw in Rachel Dratch, I'll say, because Debbie Downer is really good, and she's got a look and a style to her that you don't get that every day. You can't really replicate a Rachel Dratch.
I don't think you can either. Actually, I mean, I would almost maybe replace Vanessa Bayer with her because I feel like I don't know. It's hard.
Where am I at? I said Kristen.
I think that's 3.
Kristen, Heidi, Rachel.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going. Kate McKinnon's got to be in there.
Kate McKinnon. See, that's what I'm saying. She kind of has nuts.
Because when she was on there, I was like, "This is gonna be the next star, like the next Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell. Like she's gonna do movies." And I still hope she does do that.
Yeah. She just gets a lot of supporting roles, honestly, which is she's still in big movies, but it's like, I think that happens sometimes, though, with SNL cast members. If they're, like, notorious for playing, like, the very weird character, they get kind of, like, typecasted out of doing a lead role. And to be fair, when was, like, the last time we had, like, a main cast member who became a leading role? Because, like, I'm trying to think about it. It's been... I can't think of any recently off the top of my head. But then again, comedy films and shows in general aren't very popular anymore. I mean, there used to be a billion sitcoms on. Yeah. Now there's like maybe 5 tops, and then as far as comedy films go, there's like a couple a year.
Freaking Pete Davidson ended up being a star.
He did. But I still think he could do a lot more, honestly. Yeah. I mean, he doesn't really do a lot of stand-up stuff.
You could hire me, right? Yeah.
He got I'd say he got very famous for a lot of things that didn't have a lot to do with his career, not gonna lie. I mean, he's very hilarious. He's got a special, maybe 2 at this point. He's done a lot of movies and stuff. Yeah. But, you know, stuff with the Ariana Grande stuff and then the Kim Kardashian and stuff and just, like, his whole mental health thing over the last few years. I'm like...
Gloves are coming off now.
Gloves are coming off. He's getting serious, guys. It's like Boden started talking shit about Pete Davidson. Can't have this.
Yeah.
No, but, like, I wish, like, he had, like... I guess King of Staten Island was a really big one, but I wish he'd, like, either have, like, a really big special or, like, a really big movie, because, like...
Big time adolescence.
He's been very quiet, I'd say. Like, he still does, like, interviews, and he's still doing stuff, but, like, I don't see him in the big headlines anymore.
There's a movie with Eddie Murphy now. It's on Prime Video.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What is that?
Is
it the heist one?
It's a heist movie.
Oh, yeah.
Keke Palmer and Eddie Murphy, and, yeah.
Okay, I either didn't know Pete Davidson was in it or I forgot, but that was on my radar for a second, and then I lost Prime Video.
It's more current, like after the tattoo removal and everything.
Mm-hmm. But even then, like, I mean, Pete Davidson, yeah, he's been the leading man in a few movies, but like, when was the last time we had like a big breakout star, like a big one who was like, I mean, Adam Sandler was like. Big, and then I'm trying to think who came after that. Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell. Was he out? Yeah, I guess he was, yeah.
Tracy Morgan was pretty big.
Morgan? Yeah.
Say after Adam Sandler. Yeah, Bill Hader's after, but I mean, he got Barry. Super bad.
He was in a few movies, yeah.
Yeah, Hot Rod. Andy Samberg and Lonely Island are the internet big?
Yeah, okay. They did do the... I'd say that... I think Andy Samberg definitely counts. I mean, he was on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and he had Popstar Never Stop Stopping.
Yeah.
Which wasn't, like, the biggest film ever, but I think it's very
He's in Hotel Transylvania?
Yeah, he's in... Yeah, I think... he's in a lot of Adam Sandler movies. I mean, you know.
Yeah. I used to think they were related or something.
I all the time accidentally say Adam Sandberg and shit like that. Yeah. Never the reverse though. I'm never like Andy Sandler.
But do you feel like sometimes they cast people because they kind of want the next, they kind of want them to kind of look like somebody because like right now they have.
Oh yeah.
They have Ashley Padilla, and she reminds me of like a Jane Curtin, and then like Andy.
I'm sure they definitely do that. I'm not 100%.
Devin Walker.
I think I'd be skeptical of people doing that though, because I like the idea of the next different person, you know. But SNL's very institutionalized at this point. It's very. I don't know. I heard a bunch of people talking who were cast members talking about it, and they were basically like how at the start of it was kind of like a rebellious act, and how it was like we're really trying to do this thing and not try to be like these other things, and it is kind of become that thing that they didn't want to become. But I think that would have happened anyways. Honestly, I mean that happens when you become that big. I think SNL is one of the greatest things America's ever turned out. I think it's an American staple. I think it's important. One of the most important things to ever happen to comedy in general. Yeah. So it would make sense that over the years, like it'd be kind of take it a lot more seriously, you know?
I hear what you're saying. I gotta take Heidi out. I'm gonna put Cicely there. So it's gonna go Kate, Kristen, Cicely, because Cicely's got some funny voiceovers and she did some funny stuff. But I gotta put her in there.
And also the clown thing was just a really real thing to do as well. Just
like I got Kate, Kristen, Cicely. Did I have I said like Rachel Dratch because I was like, I couldn't replicate that. Hey, E. Bryant's good too though. E. Bryant, Melissa Villaseñor got all the impressions and.
Sarah Sherman. Oh, Sarah Sherman is.
Man,
I really like Sarah Sherman. She is doing so well.
When she gets on Weekend Update and does the call-in stuff.
She's very funny.
Man. But then there's other people, man.
There are other people. There's in fact 50 years worth of other people.
Sherry O'Terry. And maybe I'll just I'll do
Mount Rushmore is looking like a crowd of people at this point.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to do. We're gonna have to flip a coin. Who else is on the? What you got over there?
Who'd
you leave off?
Oh, I didn't write them all down. I will say, I think Leslie Jones doesn't get talked about enough. I really like her brand of comedy.
Let me bring.
I'll
put Heidi back in there. So I'll go Heidi, Kristen, Kate, Rachel, and goddamn Cicely.
Are you saying Sicily or Cecily?
Cecily or
Yeah, Cecily. Okay.
Cecily Strong.
I was like, Sicily.
Cecily, yeah.
Sicily Strong.
Yeah.
It sounds like an Italian pride motto. Sicily Strong.
But right now, yeah, Bowen Yang's a
Bowen Yang.
He did that.
He's kind of the guy there.
Fire Island movie.
I still haven't seen that. I should. So
I watched the whole thing.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
watched the whole thing. I watched that whole.
And I'm hetero. And I watched the whole thing. I'm like, oh, I hope he finds love.
I really like the sketch where like he's like secretly straight and then he's like fucking Scarlett Johansson behind Colin Jost's back.
Yeah.
But then she goes back to his place and he's just like, whatever, I'm playing
the game. Oh, go away.
I'm like, that is like a very accurate representation of how straight men are. Like, if you find like a very attractive, charismatic straight guy and you go home with them, they're just like egregious cunt balls. Like, they're just like, I'm the grossest guy ever behind closed doors.
He did it again with the what's her face? Sydney Sweeney. He did it
again
with, yeah.
Did she host recently?
Last season or
was it last
season ago? But yeah, he did the same thing of he's secretly straight and
yeah, it's
that was funny.
He was on Weekend Update as a drone when the drones were over New Jersey, and when I first saw it, I was like, I hate this bit, but then
He sells it, man.
He sold it good.
I think that was something that like really kicked off his popularity when he did the iceberg that sank the Titanic, and I was like, how do you make this work? And then he made it work, and then he started doing more. He did like the cicadas, and then was it a cicada or was it like some type of
I think it was
that
a
bug
cicada.
that was like, I'm gonna eat all your crops. And he was like on Maury.
Oh, like locusts?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Yeah, he did that.
He's
like,
so
y'all
funny.
haters, boo me, boo
And like,
me.
I think he's like the first. He might not be the first, but he feels like the first openly gay cast member, and like the first one that's that flamboyant about it, which I appreciate.
Now you're making me think back because they did have the guy.
Well, I'm sure
hair.
over 50 years, I'm sure they've had a few gay people on there.
Yeah.
Or at least, ambiguous people. But like, he's very open about his identity, and he gets to express that kind of humor, which I don't think the show's ever really displayed. And if you go far enough back, displayed in a very
okay. I'll change my 5 again. No.
Supposed to be 4, okay?
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be 4.
Yeah, you're just like, can I name every female from 2012?
Oh, okay. We talked a lot about this. Okay, so if I give you a Mount Rushmore of 4 women, I'm going to tell you it's Kate, it's Kristen, it's going to be Cecily, and there is going to be Heidi.
Okay. So half of the Ghostbusters, and then...
yeah, Rachel got to get cut. Okay, so the couple of faces.
Did you watch the all-females
And it's because they're all so pretty. No. Huh?
Did you watch the female Ghostbusters film?
Next question. No.
I actually legitimately loved it for years, and then I rewatched it like last year or whatever. I'm like, I see why.
I went to the Frozen Ace one after.
Yeah. I think I really loved it just because it was like, oh, we get to see the Ghostbusters with like modern day technology and like CGI. That's great. And then like I rewatched it, and I'm like, yeah, the thinking about slime in their coochies is not what I I don't need to get into that.
There's other websites for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a whole XXX parody for that. I'm good.
Yeah.
It was funny, but I'm just like, oh, it gives an image. But that movie wasn't necessarily made for me. I don't know.
So now we talking
talking about pretty cast members, man. We already know. I've already told you. Any one of the female, any woman who's ever worked for SNL could have me, and I know they don't want me, but they could have me. I don't even care. Even fuck anyone.
Are we talking about the fellas? Okay,
even some of the fellas could have it. Okay, it's SNL. You work for Lauren. I'll I'm going down on you.
My number one for the guys, Will Forte. He's like
oh God, damn!
Favorite guys.
Oh, I should have.
The pedophile thing.
MacGruber, dude.
MacGruber. He's Gilly. He did that.
And they just did a MacGruber in a couple episodes, I want to say.
Yeah.
Either that or it was last season, but they just recently did one.
It's like, yeah, I gotta have him in there.
That's tough.
You know,
I'd almost change Keenan to Will Forte just because of how wild he gets, but I do love Keenan.
Oh, and during that era, like Will Ferrell was doing George W. Bush a lot, but there was an episode where Will Forte did George W. Bush. He said, "I'm George W. Bush, and I approve this muffin," and he like ate a muffin, and that stuck in my head for years. And he only did it like the one time, but I was like, that was like my favorite.
I just thought of another one that I probably would have put on my list, and that's Fred Armisen.
Yeah,
that's a hard one. I mean, he did do the Obama thing, and he shouldn't have. But he's so funny.
In
the weekend update thing he does, was it with Vanessa Bayer? I can't remember who he does it with, but he's like, those friends you knew back in high school or whatever, and they're just like, I love them to death, but I love him, but I'm not gonna lie, I think he's got a lot going on for him.
Yeah,
exactly how I act around.
I like
people.
the one where they did it about Lauren.
And he also he's a vital part of the Californians. Him and Bill Hader.
Oh man!
And,
what are you
Chris
doing
Wood.
here, Devin? Get out of here!
Yeah, I mean, like he's in Portlandia. I mean, he continued on into the sketch world in a very prolific way.
To Californians.
Californians.
You
take the 405.
So you can't take it anymore, Devin. Right? 405 jam. Well, I can't. It's jammed. Oh man. Oh. But then you made me think about Maya Rudolph. Man.
Oh man. God.
She did that Beyonce. She did. Oh shoot.
Oh,
that's
I think Maya Rudolph was one of the first SNL members, and I was like, she can get it. There's something.
Oh shit.
I like a strong black woman. Telling you what.
If Forte is my cornerstone, I'm farting with that guy. I'm starting with that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go Carvey. Or the range. Yeah. Voices.
I mean, I think out of the people who do like impressions and characters on that show, he's one, if not the best.
Carvey? No. Phil Hartman.
Okay.
Hartman. Who do I really look forward to seeing on screen? There's a lot of black people have been on there and meant a lot and did a lot.
I mean, Eddie Murphy, of course. That's hard to fight, but he's not, for some reason, like, I never think of him when I think of SNL cast members.
Yeah.
I've seen most of my stuff I've seen of him is, like, him hosting.
Tim Meadows is the guy for me, and I design a lot after
Tim Meadows, damn.
Tim Meadows.
Basically, anyone who is in Grown Ups is
like his
pretty
style.
It's good, yeah.
So, yeah, I'll pick those and stick with those. Chris Parnell is one guy that I really like too. He got to do Jerry and Rick and Morty, but he's got that, and he's like
Mike Myers,
known to never break. Mike Myers too.
I think he did most of his best stuff outside of SNL, but I do think like Wayne's World and stuff were definitely very big sketches for him. And I mean, you can't fight Austin Powers of all people.
This is tough, man.
But if we're going off the merit of like within the show,
we can't air this. They're too good. They are.
Yeah, let's just take a couple of like stand-ups who have big dreams and like the first thing they're exposed to online is just us shitting on all these very famous people.
Oh man.
So like, here is my opinion as someone who's done stand-up for a couple of years. You know what? Fucking.
Man, then Jay Farrell did all the voices and everything.
Jay Farrell. I would have assumed you would put him on your list. Like, you guys are both huge impressionists. I mean,
yeah, man. That was when I was in high school, and I don't know. On Saturdays, I don't know why I wasn't watching as much during that time.
Yeah, high school is high school, yeah.
I would catch it on YouTube.
I think I dropped off towards the end of high school for sure. Is when I kind of started like not paying attention as closely as I used to.
Once I started seriously thinking about what job I wanted to work in, I realized, it's that show. That's when I start watching
Don't
again.
worry. I'll give you a cut of this before I post it so you can save your future career.
Yeah, thank you.
But no, SNL is so funny. What is your core four though for the dudes? Because we just listed like 9 of them.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
No, I mean I keep adding on to the. I'm like, oh yeah, have you heard of this guy Fred Armisen?
Okay, if you're going for the KJ Weaver core 4, and that's not for everybody, it's just who influenced me. I do go with Will Forte.
Yeah.
Tim Meadows for me.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got me thinking. I'm getting very Italian with it. Because I'd like Harvey off of the show too. So I'll steal yours. I'll go Will Ferrell.
Okay.
Will Ferrell, Will Forte.
It's hard to beat Will Ferrell.
Tim Meadows. And the fourth there.
I mean, it's hard to fight. You can't diss on Will Ferrell with Christmas in a couple of days, man. Like,
You can't.
Elf is Elf, dude. Like, Elf is Elf.
And I would like to do like a update person.
Mm-hmm. Who's your favorite update? Mine is Norm Macdonald, just because that OJ shit is some of the funniest stuff ever put on camera to me. Was the lucky stabbing hat or whatever it was?
Lucky stabbing hat, yeah.
I mean, you gotta know the dark humor is good when you get fired for it. Like, that's beautiful.
Che. Go ahead, Che. Yeah,
that's fair.
Che's doing it. But
I think the stuff that him and Colin have been doing the last couple of years with the trading jokes with each other is good stuff. I think they have turned the Weekend Update, which was once in a day just kind of like a sketch where it's just like, we're doing news, right? And just telling jokes. Basically doing stand-up, but from behind a desk, basically. Into something that feels like almost like a family friend thing. Like, we're all... It feels like everyone's on that stage with you.
Yeah.
Because they are laughing at their own jokes. Everybody watching knows the details. Everyone knows that Che just said Colin Jost's wife looks like... her pussy looks like roast beef. Like, everyone gets it. And we're all laughing and we're all in on it. It's not like a straightforward just... This guy's telling jokes to the camera. We're all there.
Yeah.
We're all there. We're all involved. It feels very...
Is this the first time it's been that meta? And
I don't know if it is the first time, but they definitely have a dynamic that lends to it. I mean, it's been done before, but we haven't... Honestly, don't know what the ratio is, but we've had quite a few single Weekend Update hosts, and then we've had a few double times. I mean...
What lines do you quote from the show the most, or any sketches?
You like the juice.
You like the juice.
You like the juice.
Yeah.
That's actually my pickup line. I just go up to women. I'm like, you like the juice.
More cowbell.
More cowbell.
A lot of Will Ferrell's shouting.
Dude, I remember as a kid, I thought they were actually playing the music for that sketch, the Blue Oyster Cult. Yeah. I'm like, damn, they all are good at music. And then I was watching it, and I was like, "Oh, that's
Or the cork soakers. That's crazy. Horatio.
I don't know if I quote it, but I think about it all the time, and it's a very recent one. It was Adam was on, and I don't know if it was the last couple of years, but Adam was hosting, and he did a sketch where he's doing a commercial for traveling to Italy. But he's like, if you're not happy at home, you will not be happy here. Sad you at home will be sad you in Italy. Yeah. And I think about that every time I'm like, I need a vacation. I'm just like, no, I don't. I need a... Oh, I love that sketch to death.
Yeah. What?
I forgot one of my favorite moments to ever happen on SNL ever was when Willem Dafoe hosted and he did Nice Jail. Have you seen Nice Jail?
I might have to watch this one.
We will watch this as soon as the cameras stop. Nice Jail is so funny. He breaks during it several times, and it's kind of not the best produced sketch they've ever done, but it's so funny. It's just a guy who's like, you don't like regular jail? come to nice jail where we're nice to you. And then he talks about his prison experience and how everyone was mean to him in jail. And that's why he started nice jail. But then all of his employees are like, I don't think this is a legitimate business.
No.
It's so good. I think Willem Dafoe was such a good host. And like in his opening monologue, he was just like, I know, like, the first thing anyone says to me is, like, you should play the Joker, and isn't it nice when the first thing someone says to you is, you remind me of a murderous psychopath?
Yes.
And I'm like, it's true, because he's been my Joker fan cast since forever, and it's just like, I wouldn't want to be told that either, honestly.
What's his face? You know the dad on Modern Family? His name's, like,
Ty Burrell?
Ty Burrell, yeah, put him as the Joker. I got some green hair on him, and, he's almost got the Joaquin Phoenix face. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's hard for me. I'm saying, like, visually, I think it can be done. I'm just trying to think of, like, the vibe he would have.
Yeah.
He would have to be, like, very campy, old school Joker, in my opinion, because he's just so... Maybe he could do it, but I think if he tried to make it, like, a sinister Joker, it would actually come off like, oh... Yeah. Oh, damn. That's real world scary, dude.
You should put GIFs of all our favorite SNL moments behind me on the green screen.
I'm just going to find a comic. Whichever comic I talk the most shit about, I'm just going to put their picture behind you making like a mean face. Like, but no, Ty Burrell, I think he could be a good joke.
But check that out. Somebody already did that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Like, visually, I mean, for sure, but it's more like the vibe. Yeah. I think I'm a little biased because he was in, like, The Incredible Hulk, which is a superhero movie, and he had no personality in that. But he was also, like, I don't think Modern Family was even on yet, so.
Yeah.
But
compared his face to Joaquin Phoenix.
The more you show me, yeah. It's just the vibe. I don't know if the vibe fits. I think he would make an interesting Two-Face.
Yeah.
I think he'd make a very interesting Two-Face.
Yeah.
Because Two-Face's whole thing is he's like a good, upstanding dude.
Yeah.
Beforehand, and then he turns evil. I think that actually maybe be a little more interesting. I'm also biased. Not gonna lie. Don't like the Joker as a character. Really don't. Mm-hmm. Not a big fan of the Joker.
Famous streamers.
My thing is, he's not a character. He is not a character. He doesn't have character traits. He is everyone who talk like when I'm very big into comics. I know because I literally have a giant pile of them right up. Literally a library of them.
Yeah.
Every time someone talks about the Joker, they're like, he's not really a character. He's more like a force, a physical force in this world or whatever for the Batman to fight. He's almost like the universe made him specifically to go up against the Batman, but he's not a character. He doesn't have a name. He has names in alternate universes where because like DC's basically made a rule where they're like, you can't know the actual origin of the Joker. We will never tell you in the main universe what happened to him, who he is, or anything about it. In an alternate universe, we'll tell you he was a failed stand-up comedian and his wife died in a car crash, and that's what
he wasn't funny.
Yeah, like in every alternate universe, there's all these great origins for him, which I like, and it usually has to do with stand-up or something. But as far as the main comics universe goes, he's just a guy who really fucking likes murdering people, which is a good bad guy. But I'm just like, I like Two-Face better because he's all of those things, but also has like the most tragic.
He's a politician, and then his face got ruined. He was running for something.
Politician, lawyer, depends on the source material, but yeah.
Okay.
And in the Batman animated series, they were like best friends too.
Yeah,
and then he becomes Two-Face, and it's just like a whole thing. There's so much just there. I mean, even in like The Dark Knight, like I like the Joker, and that movie is really more of a Joker movie than a Batman movie, I'd say overall. But like, I don't think that movie would be as good if Two-Face wasn't in it.
So the Joker doesn't have a human quality? He doesn't have like a human character behind him? He's just
more of like he's a plot point, honestly. He's more of a plot device than he is a character overall. Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing you'd say about him as far as a character goes is he likes fucking with Batman and he's a domestic abuser.
Harley? Have you seen my socks? Anybody seen my socks? I love that clip.
Did you know Harley Quinn comes from that cartoon? She wasn't in the comics. She's not a comics character.
Man.
Yeah.
Banger. Man, thank whoever putting that in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's either Bruce Timm, Mark Hamill, or one of the writers, but yeah. Oh, God. Okay, so we did get our SNL mainstays.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep moving with our questions. I mean, we're about...
Cats to sleep now.
Yeah, I mean, we've been running almost 2 hours, but we're about done, so I think we can wrap up these questions.
Yeah.
What do you think is, like, your top 3 favorite impressions / characters that you like to do on stage? Since you, I mean... If we haven't explicitly stated in the podcast, yes, we are both stand-up comics, and he does a lot of impressions, lots of characters, and he's very into sketch comedy.
Top 3 that I do on stage.
And do them while you describe them to me.
Shoot. Number 1, obviously got to be my Jay-Z every time. I love to do it. He calls it the showstopper. I call it the impossible whopper. Because there's multiple layers to it, you know? Like a Whopper. There's pickles, lettuce, and cheese, tomato, sesame seeds on the bun.
Now do the rap.
And then you put that in a wrap. It's like the rapper. Yeah. But no, they come to a show and come see it. The Jay-Z's, this is just 3 impressions, right? Or what was it?
Yeah, you only got to do 3. Top 3.
Outside of that, bro, doing the Black Eyed Peas song is fun. I wouldn't really call it an impression per se.
I think it's so good, though. Want to try this Filipino dish? Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Some people say you can't really get away with that Maya Angelou impression, but I think that's been kind of fun to do that. I've been told it sounds good. It's kind of niche, you know, black people really know her.
Yeah, I was gonna say before, like, I don't know if, like, before I heard that bit, if I would have been able to, like, pick that voice out. I know I've heard her voice plenty of times over the years, but, like, before that, I probably wouldn't have been able to nail it, like, if you just did it to me randomly. And now I'm like, I know what that is.
And then just the generic guy having a good time is always a fun impression to do on stage.
Woo!
That's fun.
I really like the Martin Luther King Jr. bit overall. What is a Casamigo?
What is a Casamigo?
Yeah, I can't do it. It's so good though.
That one's it's fun. It gets varying responses.
Every year.
I like that one too, though.
I will say, I'm such a big fan of yours. I will say, like, when you do your bits, I'm usually in the back of the room doing the bits with you. Like, I love these. Oh.
Hell yeah, man! I need somebody to be like that.
I've probably seen you do stand up more than probably anyone else, just because I frequent the mics. I feel like a lot more than some people, and then I've also had you on so many of my shows, and then I've also seen you do other people's shows. Like, I just feel like I've seen you do stand up so much.
That's something. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah. Hell yeah. But that'd be a couple that I like. There's a lot that I don't do on stage.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to hear some Morgan Freeman stuff, and I
used to do the Shaggy thing. When I'm so hungry, I could go for a double-decker BLT, and I used to like. I had him at the Whopper thing, and then I was like, oh, the Whopper was so big that people were going to Burger King, and the line is long, and then I had characters. You're behind a guy in a wheelchair, and you're like, that might be Joe Swanson. It is. All right, Peter, I'm in line. I've got 2 Impossible Whoppers for us. Cleveland doesn't get one. But I did like that thing, and I had... Bill Cosby was working the register. He was like, order number 23 with the pickles and the lettuce and the dog.
Okay, here's an interesting question. I think we're in a very interesting...
I won't do Bill Cosby questions. No,
I was just going to say, like, to what level did you grow up with Bill Cosby? Because I think our generation, we know him for the worst parts of him rather than the best parts of him. I mean, it was like 2016, so we had quite a bit of time, but... I'm younger than you as well, so.
Yeah. So
like, for me, Bill Cosby, like, I did watch The Cosby Show growing up, but most of it was Fat Albert for me. Mm-hmm. Specifically the movie. Kenan Thompson. Yeah. But like, I was still so young when all the shit happened that it's like, I think some people of our generation don't even remember when he was like the guy, dude. Like he was like comedy Jesus at one point.
I think even growing up for me, he was still an old dude. You know, he was an old sweater. He was still an old guy all my life. But going back to Nickelodeon, he had Lil Bill. I watched Lil Bill. Lil Bill, who are you talking to at the end of every episode? Man. So there was that. Fat Albert, I didn't watch the show, but like FUBU jeans with Fat Albert, I seen him on the clothes. I was like, hey, those cartoon characters are cool, but the show is kind of old.
I think there's probably a lot of elements about it that you couldn't put on TV anymore, especially Mushmouth and shit. People making fun of a guy with a fucking disability.
They were able to revamp it for a movie. Yeah, so I watched. That
was like 2002, though, my dude.
I did watch that when that came out.
You could still call people the F word in 2002.
I think I quote that sometimes. I know that Denise, I got you some flowers. I got to say that, and
I'm not gonna try. I'm not even gonna try to do it, but I will say I used to be able to do a beautiful Fat Albert voice. I'm never gonna do that on camera though, because if I fuck it up, I'm gonna hang myself.
Anyway, when I did the Talking Looney with George Clooney, shout out to Jeremy Johnson.
Jeremy Johnson.
He's like, I want to hear my impression of a meteorologist. It's like, oh, okay. Jesus. Yeah, but he already did. He beat you to it. And that's out there. Shout out to him.
Well, like any kid who's like in middle school right now, no way they know anything about him that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, he is out doing shows and shit though. Yeah,
in prison, or
he's been out of prison for a while, and he does shows. People pay to see him perform still. I don't think they're big shows, but I told my brother that, and he's not even like, he doesn't even care that much about that kind of shit, like any of that, and he's even like, really?
So I don't think I never got to watch him as firsthand. Like the Cosby Show would come on, and I'm like, this isn't a cartoon. Nick at Night was starting. I was like, I'm not watching that. These old people stuff. But trickles of his presence was in a lot of stuff.
In a lot of things. Yeah,
people do like the impressions of him, and my impression of him is just based off of other people's impression of him, really. But Codename Kids Next Door, Number 5's dad. You know, he was like, my daughter's wearing a bra. You know, you kids with
it's just...
you know when they ran in there with the guns? Don't shoot! You can't do with the doll. You know what I'm talking about.
We probably shouldn't be laughing at Bill Cosby. Oh my! It sucks when people turn out to be terrible people, especially like some of the greats. You know.
Yeah.
Like even if you take aside comedy, he did so much for like black representation in media. He started studios and shit like that. He did a lot to make sure that the black community could represent themselves in Hollywood, and then he just had to be a piece of shit.
Yeah, A Different World, you know, Denise Huxtable. That was like, oof, really good show. If you ever watched A Different World, a lot of seasons, but that's another thing with like they changed the cast and you could pick your core four for that too.
Well, and then Raven Simone was on that show. I think that was her first thing. She was very young when she started out on that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let's keep this going. What do you think has been your favorite moment doing stand-up comedy so far in your career? Like, what do you think was like the best time you've been on stage and you're like, this made me feel alive, this made me feel like I'm doing what I think I'm out here doing?
So many. There's too many, man. Like,
there's so many times I've been like, I'm doing so good.
You know what I'm saying?
There's been so many times that I'm just like, man, I'm the best.
No, because I came in with the mindset that like I'm not entitled or obligated to get laughs in any room. So when I do get any, man, I am. I don't know about you. Did you not get the same contract as I was like, no.
They make you sign at the open mic. You will laugh at Boden, or he will be very upset.
There's a fine print on that.
You need a better contract, my dude. The obligation is there. It's like a fine of like $4,000.
Oh man, like I like a lot of different stages, a lot of different rooms.
Number one though. Number one.
Number one moment?
Yes, number one moment in stand. My favorite time.
Man, it was at this red curb and some jack off did his roller coaster story and like
I forget that you were there. Were you actually there?
Yeah, I clearly won that, but then Stratton Smith was in that competition. And at the same time, Stratton Smith was doing the Indies Funniest, and the tennis debacle happened. And I was like, he might need this for his morale. So when the voting came, pulled out my phone, and I was like, I'll vote Stratton, and I'll vote me second. I feel like I would have been like second, but he ended up winning.
It is funny you brought that up. That might be my favorite, probably my second favorite moment on stage. But it was my first time, and admittedly, I probably didn't do as good as I felt, but it felt good. It was my first time doing stand up, and I completely blanked that you were there.
I want to watch that tape now.
I wish I had the tape too. They were selling it at the time.
Yeah,
I should have. I got the tape from the next time that I did it, in which I got second place in that competition. But I didn't get that first one because I was like, oh, it's not going to matter. Yeah. I mean, I didn't place the first time, so I was like, it doesn't matter what I said up there. And now I'm just like, oh, shit.
When I think about Sean Hayes did his birthday show, and it was a Sunday show on his birthday, and
I was there.
I showed up to that one. Oh, yeah, I didn't really, I was like, I'm not on the flyer, like, I wasn't booked, and then somebody couldn't make it, and then I arrived early, and they were like, hey, you want to do some time? And I was like, keep me in mind, but if somebody better shows up, or somebody, it's like if somebody who's been doing this longer shows up, give it to them.
Which is what a booker wants to hear when they offer that spots. It's like, if there's someone better, please!
Let me sit down! And then,
Let me be your last option.
I was like, no, it'd be good for you. Yeah. So, I got to go on, and I didn't film it because I wasn't prepared, but that was, I don't know if you were there. I don't know
I was there.
If that went
great.
good.
You did great.
Because I didn't know how it would hit with that demographic of
I know you did good because I told you immediately. I was there, my man.
Right, but
I've never once seen a buddy do great on stage and not immediately go up to tell him. I've also never seen my buddy do bad on stage and immediately go tell him he did good. So,
I'm not usually one to take a drink on stage, but I think I might have took a drink on stage that night, and I got my buzz going, and then I went into some stuff, and I was like, let me try some new stuff, right? Because what was it, daylight savings just happened, so I was like, I have to start off kind of weird, and then go into the trusted stuff, and I was like, ain't no way I got 10 minutes to, not on today for some reason.
Oh, okay.
But
I was going to say, you've got 10, you've been doing them I was going to say, I've booked you for a lot of shows, and you've done a lot of 10s, my man.
Yeah, for this room, I don't know what they like, but yeah, that felt good because Sean pulling for it. Like even when I was trying to get out of it, he was like, "No, it'd be good for you." He wanted, and it felt good to be a part of somebody's birthday.
Yeah,
that I don't know.
It was a really good night too.
Yeah.
It was a good night. Just say it was a good night. You were like, it was my favorite moment doing stand up, but it was an okay night.
Okay. It's very simple. You write joke, tell joke, get checked. That's Jay Leno.
No, I will say I don't think my first time doing comedy is my favorite. I want it to be, but I've done enough by now. It shouldn't be.
Where's your favorite?
My favorite place to do stand up is still Red Curb. I loved Red Curb. They're the only reason I'm in stand up at all is because I went to their improv show every week because. My story is that I went through a really, really bad breakup after 4 years of a very complicated relationship.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to find ways to get out of the house. I live way out in the country at the time, in a shed. So I'm like, life's not too good right now. I got a car. I got money. I'm interested in comedy. There's a thing like an hour away from here every week. So I'm going to start doing that. And then I just started going every week. Sometimes hitting both shows every night. And like... going out with some of the cast members after the shows. I think I'm fairly good friends with some of them. The guy who ran the theater, he gave me a couple of different spots just to try out stand-up, and I got to get up on stage and do improv with them a few times. It was very nice, and I felt like that was like kind of my home, even though I wasn't really an improv guy. And then they did the competitions, which... was really kind of just more of a ploy to get people to come out to the club, if I'm being honest. But it did do that. And I just really loved it because they had a stage and then they had 4 or 5 rows of chairs looking at the stage. Most venues we perform at, don't fucking have that. It's a bar, and there's just random seating.
Yeah.
We're lucky if we get a stage. Helium, they got a stage. I know you've performed at the Comedy Attic, and we both, I think, have been at Crackers a few times. But for the most part, we're not performing in like a traditional sense, and even though it wasn't the most traditional space, they made a lot with it. And just doing those competitions is what started me in stand-up in the first place. So that's my favorite place for sure, but not my favorite time doing stand-up. It was definitely when I was on the Sunday show a couple weeks ago, which I didn't get 10 minutes like you did, but I got it was the same situation. I showed up, somebody who was on the flyer didn't show up or something like that, and they were like, Boden, you want to do 5 minutes? And I was like, sure. And I was super excited, which usually when I'm stressed about something I don't get excited, but I was excited. But I did like almost throw up in the bathroom while Kyle Bates was on stage. I was just like, I'm so nervous, I have to throw up right now. And then I went out there and I think I did good.
This man, he did good. He did good
for 5 minutes.
We don't tape our best nights.
I didn't tape. Well, my thing was I was like, the whole reason at the time I was trying to tape sets was I was trying to get on that show. So I was like, why tape it if I'm on the show and they're watching me? Like, fair, and then I was like, well, and I wasn't expecting for every joke to land because I didn't have a bad joke in that set.
But some Sundays they do have a camera in the back, and I think right now Nova's starting to.
Nova's really trying to, or not even trying. Filming set.
He's taping, yeah.
Them, she.
Nova's out there.
Put some editing timestamps real quick.
And now Nova is out there.
Yeah. But Nova's doing quite a bit. They're helping people film their sets. They're just working on photography, trying to get people headshots. I think it'd be a good setup for them to like just set up at FSB and start doing headshots and be like $2-3 a pop and just. Everyone gets a headset and they get a couple bucks. I think that'd be good for them. But also they're working on a film right now and short film, something like. I'm on it. I'm not gonna lie. I've not been paying attention to details because I'm scum and a piece of shit.
But you're producing things as well. You got a web of lies and no.
Yeah, it is a web of lies because I do be telling people I'm so busy and then I'm not busy at all. I'm currently unemployed, so I'm just like sitting here and I'm like, I'm so busy with all these shows I'm about to book and run, but like the work takes like over like a month's time. I'm maybe doing like an hour and a half of work.
Yeah, sometimes Tyson films in the back, but I like that both of our favorites was the Sunday show, and I think it means a lot to the people in the scene. So and
it's hard not to because Sunday show kind of has similar vibes to Red Curb, just like a much better stage. Their seating is still like tables and chairs, but the stage is so real because it's primarily a music venue, of course. But they have a lot of recognition throughout the Midwest. People know about the Sunday show, and it was a very professional thing. We had a good audience. I will say, when it comes to like audiences, I usually can guarantee that the Sunday show, their audience is down for some comedy. That's not always true. We've done some shows where it's like this crowd paid to see comedy but did not come to see comedy.
Yeah. Where's the crowd right now?
But you go to the Sunday show and people want to fucking laugh when they go there, and I like that. I really like that. And they laughed at my jokes, which I don't get that often, not gonna lie. I win the shit pig at Liberty Street so many times for a reason. I am actually 50% the winner because they've only done it like 6 times and I've won 3 times. Worst set of the night. And Cole keeps he keeps dropping it. He's like, this man's been doing shitty all year. I'm like, man, don't say it like that. Fuck.
Man, I love Cole too.
I love Cole. Quinn actually, you were there, right? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah. He started saying that he was trying to roast me, so he was like, my favorite moment at Liberty Street this year was when Boden was doing his set and he was really feeling it and he was finally doing good, and those people were like his fans that night, and which felt really good because he's so shitty at the job. And I'm like, oh god. But he meant it though. Yeah, I felt the love in his comment, but I'm like, oh, it is true. At Liberty Street, I do piss poor. It's tough.
Somebody was asking me on a Wednesday, like, where should they go? And I was like, Liberty's it's an honest.
Well,
room.
I don't think they should be asking KJ Weaver because KJ Weaver should be avoiding the Wednesday mics.
No, I go out, man.
It's like that's like asking the guy who doesn't like going to the park which parks in the area you should go to.
No, man. If you caught me like a year and a half ago, Wednesday was my
guaranteed
night.
I remember. I mean, besides Colonial, that's when we would hang out. Yeah,
I would always be there. But yeah, now it's like but I was like Liberty
but
Street.
now Boden hosts.
Yeah, now Boden hosts. That's the whole.
Well, they've been giving Boden a lot of rain over there. I can't be hanging around in that shithole.
Well, Liberty Street gives you an honest reaction, whereas like
but
Fountain Square,
not a compassionate one.
Yeah, it's not. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so like, if you're really trying to, cause the person who was asking me was like somebody who's just trying to chisel down a set. So I was like, I think you get a more honest thing. Fountain Square, we kind of goof and
it's very hard to like improve the craft in FSB. I'd say
that's what I'm saying. Like
it's difficult, but I've put a lot of work into the room over the year. I think you unfortunately keep on showing up on the one night in the month that it doesn't do well.
Yeah.
But we've had some real numbers here recently. I'm very proud of that.
I'd say on a Wednesday night, I've never left that stage feeling discouraged, though. I always feel like something worked in some way, even when there's like seven people there.
Are we both in the same... I feel discouraged every time I leave stage, even when I do good. I'm like,
I feel like that's the ideal room for newer people. It's harsh.
I think for new people, I think it's a good room for two reasons. One, you will bomb there, and it will feel bad, but it's not going to kill you.
It won't matter.
And you'll want to go to other places to get better sets.
Yeah.
It makes you hungrier because you're like, nobody was here to see this, and then I also did poorly. I remember my second time ever doing comedy was literally I went to Fountain and I bombed so fucking hard, and I was like, I gotta keep doing this because that can't be the last time I do stand-up.
Yeah. But,
granted, it's a beautiful room. I think the other reason it's a very important room is, especially for new people, is just because of like the community aspect of it. Because I'd say out of most of the mics in the scene, if you ignore like Helium, that's the one where you get the most cross section between the different parts of the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get different kind of humors coming through, crossing over, and it's also just where most people wind up at some point. Like it's a good crossover mic. You get a lot of people that you want to see at the one Monday mic. You want to see a lot of people at this one,
right?
But you see them on Thursday. But you see both those kinds of people at the same mic.
Yeah.
And they're all just jovial. It's a good time.
You gotta love, like, some people, the appeal of Wednesday, you get to do a Fountain Square. If you do bad, then you have a redemption chance at Liberty. But if you do a good set at Fountain Square, I'm going home for the night.
I'm almost to the point where I'm like that, though, because this last week, at FSB, I felt like I did fairly decent. And then I went to Liberty, and it was so fun. I was like, God.
Like, if you don't need the redemption, like, I'm good. Like, why get in your head? Why, end on a low note? But... Liberty is also great because it's the later option, so you got more time to sit on ideas or procrastinate and think through. Like, cause some days I get off work at like 6, so I'm like, Fountain Square is kind of like it's less prep time. Why go up there and I'm not in the headspace? I haven't really thought out.
I don't care. I'll still fight you on it. I think the most important thing you can do in the scene, starting off like first month, is to make it a habit of hitting both mics every Wednesday. It's easy stage time. You get 10 minutes a fucking week. It'll fast track you.
I get performance fatigue. I get burnout.
I don't think I do.
And then I work early in the morning too, so if I'm out at Liberty, sometimes I chat with you guys.
I get watching fatigue. Like if I'm at the mic and I'm fucking tired of it or I don't want to be there, it's just because I don't want to keep watching people. But I think that happens because I host so often.
Yeah.
We were just talking about it with Kyle and Adrian, and they were like, I think Boden is actually consistently hosted the most in a row here at FSB because I will just do it. Like most mics have a regular host, so like Cole, he is probably pretty used to it at this point, and even he's not watching it 100% of the time because it's fucking hard to watch 20 people do the same set you've seen so many times.
It's a tagline, a little callback.
And then also think of a joke, and also dealing with the energy of your set not doing well because you had to open the room. The hosting thing isn't the most rewarding, but it does build the skill very quickly. But the only fatigue I get is watching. Performing, I really enjoy it. I wish I could get up in front of a good crowd all the time. I like putting my terrible little ickiness on display because if I said these things to regular people, I'd go to jail. I'd be arrested.
See, if I don't have something that's worked out or I don't have a new voice to present, I was like, why put y'all through something y'all heard already? So I'm like, I'll skip the Wednesday. Like, why not come? Unless I have something that I'm trying to see if it sells.
I don't feel that way, but I think I need stand-up comedy in a way that I think some people in the scene don't need it. Like, for you got sketch. You can easily get very into improv. You got impressions. You got a lot of ways just within comedy alone to, like, express yourself and to, like, dabble and stuff. And I do, too. I'm a very artistic person. I have paintings up all over my walls. I draw. I like music. I'm a very artistic person.
Novels and,
Yep, I did write smut for a very long time. I'm actually thinking about getting back into it because I haven't written in a long time, and I'm like, what could get me back into writing again? Well, boners, probably. Boners will do it.
The Kindle game. Yeah.
Thing is, you can only just write like 2 pages at a time, though, because, you're like, damn, this shit's really good. Oh, man. Well, there goes that extra 500 words I was hoping to get
2 pages at a time, but how many times you do that a day? You don't know.
That's fair. It's fair, but then it gets really weird.
Stephen King of smut. It's like, no,
I could be one. Dude, I have a smut book right over there, dude. I got it. You know those free library things people put out in front of their houses? So you just grab a book.
Yeah.
It's one of those fucking smut novels. I picked it up. I was walking home. I had like a mile to walk, so I started reading it. I'm like, oh man, you should not read sex scenes when you have to hike an extra mile, dude. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm really turned on right now. But like. Also, I read that shit and I'm like, not gonna lie, I could do a lot fucking better than that. Yeah. I can. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've read a lot of smut and I'm like, I think these people fucking. It's not even they're holding back. I'm like, you guys gotta get back. One of the sentences, like the first sentence I read is, he unzipped his pants, exposing his considerable length. And I'm like, that is a way to say it, I guess.
This is a math teacher writing this?
Yeah, and it is, like, marketed towards women, but I'm like, why are... Here is a problem with smut that I will admit is hard to navigate around, is you can't be too dirty. You can't be too dirty, but you also can't be too intellectual about it. So, like, people will avoid saying pussy or any of the other dirty words for it, but there's really not a nice word to say it without it being all, like, poetic and clinical.
I don't mean to brag, but it's considerable length. It's
considerable. I don't know if I'm big, but babe, I got a considerable length. It's considerable. You should consider it.
That's what it sounds like. Like he's his fantasy. He's the guy in the story, so and I'm not gonna boost myself up too much. It's considerable.
Also, like most of them are like straight up, just like all the stuff I read. It's secretly just like women who are like, I really want to get knocked up right now.
Are you familiar with like there's like Get in My Swamp? That one, like it's a Shrek
I know. I
theme.
don't know of it, but as soon as you said swamp, I was like, God,
Get in My Swamp. It's a Shrek themed one, and there's a sequel. There's like 2 books in that.
I don't know if I ever would go that far.
There's a VeggieTales one.
That's unholy, dude.
Yeah.
Or very holy, actually.
Or a human woman. A human woman takes Bob and Larry and...
Someone pointed out online that I think there's like only one single VeggieTales character that's an actual vegetable. They're all actually fruits.
Yeah.
Every single one of them are fruits, which I think is hilarious that a bunch of fruits pretending they're not fruits on a Christian Christian cartoon. They're like, we're not fruits. We're vegetables. Yeah. We're good for you. We're wholesome. Nothing fruity about us.
That's word to my bean snapping grandma.
But yeah, smut is. It's a hard thing. You can't be too dirty with it. You can't be too juvenile with your language, but you also can't be too poetic or clinical about it. The considerable length thing that pisses me off, because like You could just say, but you can't say penis, and dick sounds just a little too.
His hammer, his hog, his member.
Yeah, that's a member.
His
always.
staff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shaft.
Or they always call it something that it's not. Like, they always just compare it. Like, his obelisk. I read one. It wasn't like a professional one. It was online. But they were like, his obelisk was unmasked. And I'm like, that's so fucking dumb. Just call it a cock. And to be fair, they use the word cock a lot in that. I'm like, I'm proud of you. I'm proud. It is a very masculine and non-gross way, I think, to say penis. But there's just not a lot of truly erotic, sensual ways to describe genitals. Even with, like, breasts. You can call them breasts. But there are some
Alright,
people
boys, name your genitals!
No. I think tits it's the worst because it's like you got boobies, you got tits, you got knockers, you got breasts. It's like breasts seems very like I was nursing from a breast. It's not very sexual to me. So there's not a lot. It's either a college frat dude yelling some words at a hot chick like "Let me see your tits," or her majestic breasts shivered as she struck. Like exactly. There's no in between, and that's what sucks. And maybe that's the niche I should focus on because I feel like we just like actually write things that make people regular horny.
Speaking
it doesn't
of majestic
have to be...
breasts. Put that photo up here.
They'll be mine. My big old knockers.
Photo. Come on.
I think it's funny people call them knockers when they could be called knock knocks. I prefer that
because there's two.
Yes.
Knock. But is knock a verb?
Yes.
Knock.
Hey, I like to.
Knock.
I'll nounify a verb, but I prefer to verbify a noun. Okay. This is something I think about quite a bit, actually. Verbifying nouns. Okay.
Have you watched Val Werner's set?
Yeah.
Val Werner, yeah. She's her husband. You can cut this. You don't have to put me saying it, but she does. She tried to seduce her husband. She's like, "Why don't you come on my titties?" And she's like, "I don't like that word. What? Come and titties? Because come is a noun, not a verb."
I was thinking about that when we were at the burlesque show. I was thinking about that shit. I was like,
it's improper.
My favorite thing though about it's not a real thing, but I made up verbifying a noun.
Yeah.
And I think it's funny because the word verb is a noun, but by saying verbifying verb.
Yeah. Verb.
I just like I came up with that in like fucking. It's not even funny or smart at all, but I came up with that in middle school because it's like some grammar Nazis online were like, "Stop, fucking verbifying nouns," and I'm like, "No, that's creative. Turning a noun into a verb is so great." Like,
verb into a noun.
Why say you hit someone in the head with a guitar when you can just say guitar Spender? God damn it? What is Spender? Is the brand? Fender.
Fender.
I'm looking at it over there.
Fender.
Yeah, Fender.
Fender.
Okay, let's trace this back. Redo the bit that I set up. Like, why would you like say you smack someone in the head with a guitar when you can just say you fendered them in the skull?
There you go. Fender.
Like. Is better. Like, you take a verb and you turn it into a noun, you get the weight of it, you know?
Google that. No,
I bricked him in the head.
Yeah, bricked him.
That sounds much more painful than I hit him with a brick. Like, I bricked him in the fucking head.
Yeah.
That sounds harsh. I like verbifying nouns for that reason.
Yeah.
But, okay, let's get to the final question. I think this is most important.
Some of these questions, I don't know whether to go sincere or should I say like
this
silly...
is the most sincere, serious question I've ever asked, and I need your honest opinion as a young black comedian, a professional in this world, like a real adult. Am I invited to the cookout?
Okay, that one I gotta give a sincere... Nah, get yourself... What do you think, you're a Mason? Come on, you're not a Mason.
Mason's invited.
Get
well, not after what he said. Jesus. He brings that joke to the cookout, he's screwed.
He's not invited to the... I wish I knew the term, the Thanksgiving. He's not invited to the native...
Yeah, no, I wrote that joke earlier, and I was like, if he says I'm invited to the cookout...
No.
He's delusional. Inviting me to cookout would be...
That was my only sincere answer. The rest of these were all jokes for the camera.
Yeah.
some of these I didn't know whether to go like do the silly thing, clickbaity thing, get more laughs, but
just be in the moment. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
It is true though. I should probably not be invited to the cookout.
We talk about our worst moments on stage now. We already talked about that. There's moments that I didn't think would go well. Like I did the American Legion in Kentucky. Mm-hmm. First time ever in Kentucky, and I was like, I don't know if it's a red state or blue state. I didn't know that I got in there, and then I felt the looks and stuff, and I felt the energy, and I even showed up late, and that probably didn't look good either. Ooh. But they got on board with some of the stuff I talked about, though.
That's good.
I used my set.
I did a setup in Newcastle, I want to say, and the crowd was. They were good sports, but it was like all game material, and I even said during the set, I'm like, I can tell this is not your guys' stuff, and they all laughed their asses off at that. I'm like, you laughed at that harder than any of my jokes. And then 2 different times, people walked in the room, watched me for like half a second, and then left as if they were witnessing a crime from this side, and then somebody did it on that side. Like I'm like, damn, bro. Yeah. And they were all so nice and pleasant. They chuckled, and they were giving me a lot more energy than I think some crowds do. But I was like, damn, I was not meant to be here. I
did a country club, and then it was a lot of older white people, right? A lot of older white people. And then the booker was like, it's a PG-13 to, light R-ish. So I was like, okay, I'll go a little softer. I won't go too racial or anything on it. So I did that, and then like 2 acts after me, I saw just how raunchy they were. And I was like, I could have did all this other stuff.
I will say, cool. I've heard a lot of situations like that where they're like, oh, we want cleaner material here, but then the comics get up and they're absolutely dirty as fuck. I think that's pretty common. I think there's we know a couple of comics that's what they think real rated R sets are, like a guy with a beard and a fedora that we know. I think that's what they think of when they think of like a really dirty comic. Like,
oh, okay, yeah, that should be my threshold or my reference.
I tell you that, and then you're like, go to the next show, and you're like, oh, I can still be a little dirty and gets kicked out immediately.
So the Comedy Addict, during their meeting, they do say like. There are restrictions. There's not going to be any phobic, no racist, no.
That's fair.
So I was like, can I even do my Martin Luther King's material? Yeah. And that was my question. I was like, can I do it? And then the person who told us that left, and I was like, I'm doing it. But, but they were like, you can't do anything outside of the group that you are, other people's race. You can do your own. But
I like how you didn't even take half a second to consider that. I was like, am I invited to cook out? You're like, no, we're not even discussing this.
What are you bringing? What dish do you cook?
I actually cook very well. And also, I grew up on, like, fundamentally mostly black media. But, you know what? I don't have to say anything.
A barbecue, pulled pork.
Whatever. I could talk quite a bit about good times and different strokes and shit like that, but whatever.
Yeah, you have told me about good times.
I grew up on that. I grew up on, like, The Cosby Show. I grew up on funk music, dude. And then I came out in the real world thinking, like, I'm, like, the black community's gonna embrace me and love me, and then I'm like, oh, nobody's watched that shit for 50 years.
Funk. You're telling your brother, turn off that Eminem garbage, just real music. They know how to play an instrument.
Yeah, I was just like...
real funk.
I really got it. It was because of this movie, The New Guy, and, like, it's about a nerd who, like, he gets bullied so relentlessly... to the point that he accidentally gets his boners right-angleized because, like, they convinced a senile, half-blind teacher that he had a gun or something. So she grabs it and he tries to... And he right-angles his cock. It gives him a whole, like, complex where he's like, I gotta change my life. I gotta be cool. So he, like, goes to jail for, like, a weekend. And Eddie Griffin. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen him do anything in so long. Jesus. But he's like, I'm going to teach you all the ways to be cool. So he teaches him, like, the secret look, which is just, like, a crazy look where he just goes... And then, like, a whip cracks, and then everybody's like...
It's like a blue steel?
Yeah, basically, but, like, scary. And then so, like, the white kid learns it, and he just like, goes around, just, like... And then everyone's like, oh, my God! And then he's like, the last thing we have to teach you to make you cool just gotta learn about the funk. And then they just go to a big fat white guy in prison who's like, I will teach you about the funk. It's just a lot of funk music. I grew up on a lot of like the old school black media. I mean, Sanford and Son was my favorite show up until like probably middle school and stuff. And then I came out in the real world and realized I was several decades behind. I was like, oh shit.
That's looking fly. What are you talking about, dude?
Yeah. I even had an afro, dude. I did. I had an afro, bro. It's right over there.
An Undercover Brother came out. Did you watch that? Eddie Griffin.
Oh yeah, I've seen some.
Okay, Dave Chappelle, Eddie Griffin.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I think they.
What was this? God damn it, I can't remember the quote. I wish I could quote it, but they were like, I don't know. I'll find the clip, but it was something with him, and then it was Eddie Griffith, David Chappelle, and then Neil Patrick Harris. It was something. I don't know. We'll watch the clip later.
Dig it hard.
The problem is there's so many good fucking. Such a good fucking show. Or a good movie. Damn.
The White She Devil?
No, it was something like.
It's one.
No, it was like it was.
But you're not. It was like I feel like I kind of feel black.
Like they set it up.
White. You look white.
It was like Eddie Griffith said something, and then Dave Chappelle was like, "Oh, this thing," and then Neil Patrick Harris just like said something very overtly racist, something about like black people and the cops. I want to say, but I can't remember.
Okay,
I'll find the clip for sure, but I will.
General's fried chicken.
But yeah, we need to get this outro, and then we'll do the intro, and then we will be done. Okay, that has been our show this week. This has been the Byrd is the Word podcast. I've been Boden Byrd. This is KJ Weaver.
Yes,
Give it up for him.
Yes,
we had a great time today. We talked about SNL. We talked about our personal experiences in stand-up comedy. And we also talked about what a piece of shit I am. So, gotta love that. Let's...
So kink shame him. That's what we do.
But yeah, if you feel like it, or if you don't and you just want to be kind during these holidays, like, comment, subscribe, and maybe share it if you know somebody who might like us, you know? Besides that, I will see you next week. I have been Boden Byrd. Have a great week.
Follow my Instagram.
Follow his Instagram. I'm not going to give it to you. I'll put it on screen.